Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Psychos Platters, always powered by coffee each and every time. A lot to get to today. Lot to get to. I want to see something. Aha. Okay. All right. Then I have an explanation. I'll get to that in a minute. Firstly, I hate to tell you this. This was the first. You guys are like dead close. Dead close. Seconds away. I'm not kidding. There's nothing wrong with seconds. How do I know that? Anyways, glad to see people here. Hi. That good to see you here. Thank you very much. Seriously. Okay. I did not get to see the whole comment you left on the last video. It appears the comments from the last episode were wiped. I did not wipe them, but I don't know. A lot of weird shenanigan type. No, not shannon, but weird stuff. Tomfoolery is going on with this channel as of late. Oh, by the way, just to give you a heads up warning. Oh my God. If you hear Toby Tobeans, she's in heat again. Not my cat. That's not my cat. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, always spay and neuter your humans. Remember, what was it? Bob Barker. See, I just switched it that way. Oh, that's funny. You know, I remember that from when I was a kid. First is the worst. Second is the best. So we got a lot to get to, actually. This is not going to be a 90-minute episode. Somewhere between 2 and 2.5, I think, today. But for many different reasons, not just one particular. But before I put on the links and explain the title today, which is a very long one, but I think you people can figure some of it out already in regards to where we're going on this. Thank you. I don't really think he was trying to talk smack. That's another thing I want to bring up, and this is partially my fault. I found that out. I hope he comes in here. We'll talk about that as well. So something happened earlier today. I'm not going to bring up names, but we are going to talk about the elephant in the room, as they proverbially call it. Here's what I want to tell you, okay? I have seen what little clips I have seen from several different sources. Okay? This is why. And by the way, February 10th, Psychos Platters. Look, you like this? My buddy Scotty sent this to me last year. Thought I'd wear it today. It fits still. But we'll be going on 14 years on Psychos Platters. 14 years. And the old adage, slow and steady wins the race, applies in this particular case. I said before on somebody else's show that I was going to outlast both of their channels, Lord willing. One gone, one to go. For now. And I'll talk about that in a minute. 2, that's another thing we're going to talk about as well. There's a lot of things we are going to talk about. So, where to start? When I started, I appreciate you 25 people being in here at around 5:30 my time, Central Standard. When I started my channel 14 years ago almost, all I ever wanted to do was share my love of music, share the collecting of music, share the information about music, about vinyl, CD, any physical media. This is what it has been, and experiences, concert clips, and stuff like that. It has all been music orientated, music centrified, and it was for one major reason. Okay? Everyone loves music, right? Don't matter what kind of music is. Music is the common denominator of the world. I think that's one of the facts. Fact, as Mello would say. And it is. It's a common denominator. It also can be a common uniter. And I think in the VC, I respect everyone's opinions. I do. I'm not butt kissing you. I'm not blowing smoke up people's ass. This isn't a popularity contest. I didn't start this channel for that. But I will tell you the truth, at least as of I feel and see it. And that's why we, as a show, the public out there, can come together here in a relatively fun forum. We talk about music. Sure, we talk about pop culture. Sure, we talk about wrestling. We can talk about any damn thing we want, but it's mostly a music-centric episode. But two things that I swear to God, I try not to talk about is politics and religion. Why? Because they are such polarizing topics. Okay? You certainly don't want to hear it here. You certainly don't want to deal with it at Thanksgiving at the dinner table. You certainly maybe don't want to deal with it with your friends at the bar. You're out to have a good time. And that's what this is. This is the island of VC Misfit Toys. This is the place to come to where you can let your hair down and maybe longer, but I just cut it, and relax. That's what the hell we're doing here. Have some fun, have some yucks. Sometimes at my expense. I don't give a shit. I really don't, I do care about you people. Now, I said you people. But saying that, I'm sorry, but the elephant in the room telegraphed this. I knew this was coming. I had a feeling a couple weeks ago that I said to myself that within 2 months that person wasn't going to be on here. And I was right. That was about 2 weeks ago I predicted that. Now, I'm not going to say anything bad. I'm taking the high road here. I am. You know why? Because that was one of the people. I in the early days, I thank Archie. Okay, I do. She helped to give me a forum to come on and share my love of music along with everybody else. Remember when the show used to be decent? Remember that? I miss Music Ma'am more than Archie. But what I'm saying is that don't put tears in your beer. Don't get too celebratory either, though. I've seen some videos. You guys are celebrating. Because if you guys remember, after the first time, only gone for 2 months and came back, this is a very short respite. Once again, the great and mighty Psycho, oh boy. I predict within 2 months, new channel, be branded new name. Okay? That's all I'm saying on it. So, I do love you guys, but I'm also not going to put up with a lot of nonsense either. Okay? Maybe it's because I'm getting older and crabbier. I was talking about that with a friend of mine today, actually. I used to be a lot nicer. I really was, or should I say, less intolerant when I was younger. I mean, I'm not like the old guy yelling at the kids, "Hey, get off my lawn." No, I don't ever see myself doing that anyway. You don't want to know why? Because I don't have a lawn. No, but seriously, um, I just don't want to put up with a lot of bullshit. Okay. I know you people. Some of you people work, some of you don't. Some of you guys have your own lives. None of my business. Thing is that I like to come on here. This is my therapy, just like it's all the 34 people that are here now are watching this. Your form of therapy. And I'm almost done with my sermon. I'll get off my soapbox in a minute, but it's just that I want to have a good time here. Okay. And I want you to have a good time here. Yes, I know I'm annoying sometimes. I get it. I'm annoying in real life. Not everything that I spout out, obviously, is a winner or gold. I get that. I'm not full of myself. I'm really not. I never could think I could even have this many people watching, this and more. And I really appreciate you guys on that. And another thing, I'm sorry, I am so far behind. You know what, though? I would love to, if my schedule permitted. Okay, and maybe one day a week. I know we're going to talk about that, John. So all I'm asking is that this. If you people got fake channels, reduce them down. I really don't want to see a gazillion fake channels here. I really, really don't. Yeah, I do ESPN. Yes, the ghost of Rachel's Ghost. See, we could go that way with it. Yeah, Ma'am was fun. It really was. I remember you were on there too. There was a whole bunch of us. And then I don't know what happened. I swear to God. I know you can open it, but I don't have other accounts. I don't have no desire to. I know. I'm sorry if I'm meandering and I'm not trying to bore the shit out of you people. We'll get off of this here soon. But yeah, well, some of us have our own lives. It's true. That's not a knock or anything. And the thing is that I just do, I understand, okay? You want to have your own fake channels, fantastic. I just don't want to see that many of them, okay? Can we reduce it down? Because the last thing I want to be is police. Okay, I'll do it. That doesn't necessarily mean that. Oh, Fred, I'm glad you showed up. I got a video you might get a kick on. We're gonna do in very short time here. Brand new, by the way, brand new music. Yeah, okay. We're all Mark. I don't. You know what? What did I say? I don't want to hear that anymore. Do not want to hear those words. I don't even. I've seen the man. I don't know the man. So let's try more fun, less bullshit. That's all I'm asking. All right. Off my fucking soapbox. I want everybody to have a great time here tonight. Now, I'm going to play you in a second here after I put the link. New song from a 90s band. You people see what you think about it. Okay. You guys see what you think about it. I tripped on it last night, actually. And I know I'm going to be doing a lot of cleanup on aisle everywhere on this video today afterwards. I just got done cleaning up the last video. Okay. So this one here, album is not out yet. Not out yet, but it is coming soon. God, the mail people are just now getting here. Hey, mailman, where the fuck is my Bad Fingers Head First LP? Sons of bitches. You know what? I never did get a thing from Amazon. I'm telling you. And I did reach out to never mind. I'm just blabbing. Okay, so brand new song from the Spin Doctors. Yeah, Remember them? Two princes, pocket full of kryptonite. Well, Fred, we're going to dedicate this to you because it's since you do have Vinyl Gorilla in your name. It's the new song's called "Still a." Dedicate that to Final Gorilla Fred today. I missed whatever it was. Okay, so back to yes. Okay, so I'm going to pull myself up here for a second because you know what? I will explain how this is my fault.
Okay.
I'm gonna go back. Do you know anything about what I'm going to talk about here?
No, I
Okay.
don't.
So to the 46 people, let me explain. Yeah, when Paul fucks up. Okay, so Randy, here's where I'm saying on this. Okay, um, because okay, this all went that the video goes out, and then there's comments. Randy puts up in the comments basically saying, "Hey, why did you put me in timeout?" Now, here's the thing, and this was the truth straight out from me and my noggin. I didn't put Randy in timeout. I rarely ever put anybody in timeout. I think I only ever had to put anybody in timeout once, at least in the last few months. Well, here's the thing. Last episode, I deleted a bunch of comments, okay? And this is why when Mick and you came on today, I went and tested something. So I felt like a fucking idiot. Randy, I didn't mean to time you out. I deleted your comment because I think you and a few other people said something. But under delete comment is time out. And my fat sausage fingers probably pressed that. And I didn't know that I timed you out. I swear to God, Vulcan swear. And listen, okay, the other thing that was brought up now, here's where I'm going to tell you too, okay? I know that it was me, Randy, and Brandon. But I didn't get to see Brandon's comment because by the time I went to go back, the whole thing was wiped. Now, I didn't wipe the whole conversation. That I don't know how that happened. I swear to God on that. You go to look, there ain't any comments. I didn't wipe any comments.
Had you trimmed anything out of the chat first?
Excuse me?
Had you trimmed anything out of the video first? Because if you do that, sometimes it loses everything that was in the chat.
Oh shit. Maybe I didn't know that.
Okay.
I didn't know that. Okay.
I only know that because of Joe. He told me that.
See, I didn't know that, and thank you and Joe Mayo. So, Randy, it's my fuck up. I did not time you out intentionally. Okay, I deleted your comment. I banned some people, but you're not one of them. So, Randy, I'm sorry. And then the other thing I want to mention before I make myself little again is yes, okay, you do support the channel when you feel like it with Dono. I appreciate that for anybody that does it. It's not a requirement to watch the show. You know that. Everybody knows that. And so, and so I'm sorry about that. I can understand if you don't want to give me anything anymore. That's fine. All I'm saying is that I have no beef with you. I like you. I consider you a friend. That is my truth, and I'm sorry. So hopefully we can bury all that, and that's the end of that. Thank you. See, like I said, if I fucked up, I'll admit it. But like I said, you should see when I'm trying to key in a key, fat sausage fingers and everything. They need to separate that thing anyway.
This is such a godsend to me. It's so much bigger that it's like, oh my God, I'm making
but my tablet was worse for me and sausage fingers. I could. This is better with this.
Okay.
So, anyways, he has it in the title. I have a whole bunch of stuff in the title, and I am so sorry. We are so behind. Everyone's made the comments, so don't think I ignored you. But
I got one part of the title anyway.
Yes, and we're gonna go. I see. I think I only had to time out one person, but that was it.
I've timed some out before.
But you know, whatever. Hey, Wizard Glick. No, I'm teasing. I like that Wizard Glick. Okay.
Wizard Glick was fun.
Wizard Glick was. There should be a band named fucking Wizard Glick if there isn't one already.
Let me look.
You do that while I explain. First of all, as I said on the beginning of this video, before I went gallygagging, that was not what I want. Yapping about the current situation. Yeah, maybe I'll try to do one morning a week. That'd be fun. But it'd have to be Wednesday or Saturday. Be the only way I could do it. Yeah, sausage. Oh God. Well, look at this shit.
I'd get down for Saturday mornings.
Big hands, big heart. Is Joe still? I hope Joe doesn't think just pass it on to him, because I haven't talked about my schedule's 7 to 4. That's Central Standard, so it's like I'm at the house by 6 p.m. Or a.m. See, I can't talk today.
It's okay.
I just don't want him to think he's like, does Paul not?
I think on Saturdays he just does the solo ones anyway, so you're good.
Oh, okay.
That's when he does the catch up with mayo.
Excuse me. So we got another half a dozen subs, literally, since the last episode, and I'm glad you're here. I know you were very busy, and I know it was a sausage fest last. Or did Shenanigan? I think Shenanigan might have showed up for 2 minutes, but that was about it. But it was mostly sausage fest. And please, let's not bring up sausage party. Oh God, I never watched it, but I heard stories.
I've seen it once. You're not missing out on much.
Good. And see, we're gonna. Oh boy, I know we're yappy. Before I get into the big yappy, how is everything going? And in your world, and anything interesting you care to share musically or anything else for that matter, or because I'm so nosy, what's the thing that's 4.5 stops away?
Honestly, far less exciting than anything you're assuming it. It's literally collagen powder. It's nothing even exciting.
Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you have any old pre-1990 cosmetics, throw them out. They probably have red dye number 3. You don't want that anymore.
A lot newer ones use that too.
You know what? I'll tell you. So yeah. See that? Sure. Yeah, that's right. Fake Terry Draper. And I know you're the fake Terry Draper because I talked to the real Terry Draper. I did. I talked to the real Terry Draper and I told him about you. No, I told him about you too. By the way, real Terry
Draper. All right.
I did tell you. See, you didn't expect that, but I talked to him 2 weeks ago and I brought you up.
The Spanish Inquisition.
Ketchup with mayo. That's right. Now you are making me hungry. Well, as long as it's on.
Ketchup with shrimp.
What was that?
I ketchup with shrimp earlier. What?
Why not shrimp sauce or cocktail sauce?
I didn't have any.
Oh, all right, fine.
I made do with what was there. I was going eeny, meeny, miny, mo between the condiments we did have.
Oh, she said condiments. Anyways. I appreciate the 52 people here. I do. Yeah.
Wow, that's a lot, bro.
So, yes. So, I'm sorry. This is going to be kind of long, this little bit. Yes.
There's a lot of references.
So, here, there's a lot of references, but there's also, we're going to do a video each as we're going along. It's going to be that.
All right.
So, going down Gamblin on Cripple Creek with a jelly roll. Oh, yeah.
I know the Cripple Creek part.
And a special message, which we talked about the special message. We did the cart before the horse. That was the special message. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I tried to do my homework here. So it turns out that, yes, it is in tribute and prayers. Originally, we thought there was 4 past musicians. It has turned into 3, and I'll explain about the 4th one. Yeah, I only found out about this afternoon about the 4th one. So we're going to go, and I'm going to talk about this as I set up the videos for each thing. So in tribute, part 1. So Dave Bargeron. Now,
haven't heard that one.
Dave Bargeron was a trombonist and a tuba player who started in 1968 with Doc Severinsen's band. But in 1970, he joined Blood, Sweat, and Tears until early 1978.
Okay.
And then, in between, though, for you jazz people, he actually went and toured with Gil Evans in 72. And, yes, and
I
then
have no idea about that.
3 albums in the 1980s. He also, from 1981 to 83, went off and was with the late, and I can say, even though dabble in jazz, this dude did do things more than Weather Report, and Jaco Pastorius. and from 81 to 83 and possibly more. So thing is that he passed away. And so for the first tribute of tunes, I decided to go off on the first album that Bergeron ever played on for Blood, Sweat and Tears. Blood, Sweat and Tears. And the song is called Go Down Gamblin. All right, that's your sample. Because I could be sitting here for another hour and a half going through this. So, Dave Bergeron, Going Down Gamblin. Now, yes, you already know where we're going next. Yeah. This one I found out this afternoon. I was like, too. Oh, shit. Now, of course, on Cripple Creek, pretty easy. Garth Hudson, the last surviving member of the band, dead. Man, yeah, dead. And he died this morning in a nursing home in Woodstock, New York. Yeah, like not too far away from, I mean, I know it was in Bethel, but not too far away.
Not too far from Danny.
And yeah, that's right. Danny's out there. I need to talk to him about something because I got a friend request from supposedly Robin. Now, I didn't answer it because I don't really know if that's her.
Check to see if there's any mutual friends. I have her added, so if there is, you'll know it's her.
I'll look later. So, but yeah, so Ronnie Hawkins and the Hawks, 61 to 65. The band, 65 to 76, reunited again in 83 to about the mid-90s. And a long time back, at least a year ago, I actually put in one of the episodes where you could go and write to him because I found his address at the New York thing he was at. Now,
Yowza.
Yes, and here's the thing. Garth Hudson, if he had a Captain Cupcake hat like Melody, you could almost think they were brothers.
Oh, shit.
Now,
wow.
Cue up song number 2 and 3. I know you're like, what?
I know song number 3.
No, this is song, or excuse me, 3 and 4. Yeah, because I already did the other one, didn't I? So, but I love this song. Like I said, I'll be doing a lot of cleaning up later. But this literally is my favorite band song. It really, really is. And
I know which one you're gonna do.
I know everybody knows which one I'm gonna do. I could care less about you dancing.
Is that the one?
No.
You hang on a minute. Yeah, I have never seen so many. Just like everybody's chomping at the bit. I love it though. I do. I love it.
On the next stop.
That's right.
Oh, you're doing. I listen to that shit all day, man.
I know.
That's fantastic.
Anytime they would come on the radio, I would crank that thing and sing it along, whether there was anyone in the car or not. Amos Moses is a good one too. Maybe another day. Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, we all found out the hard way.
It sounds really cool, Lucky Truth. I would have loved to go on to Levon's Farm's Midnight Ramble. Now I did get to see Levon Helm once. Now I have what was supposed to be a Garth Hudson story before we go into the other song. In fact, I'll key that up while I'm talking about this. So this is a mid-90s story. So when I went to college in downtown Chicago, so there used to, the DePaul Center was downtown, okay, and it was a mall, but downstairs is where they could perform. And there was a band called Professor Louie and the Chromatics. Now, they're originally from New Orleans area, and I don't know if they're still around or not, but the thing is that they had a connection with Garth Hudson.
Was it a love connection?
No, they will be back in 2 and 2. But Garth Hudson was supposed to be there that day with the Chromatics, and I'm like, kick ass. I said I would look, and I brought the only band related item I had. I'm like, I cannot wait. I hope I get to meet him. Very, very open. You could go a short stage. Everybody could go to that. And I'm looking for Garth, and I can't fucking find him. And I'm going. So I'm listening to this, and I started. I was doing my DJ show on CRX, and so Chromatics actually signed the CD and gave it to me. I still have it in a box here somewhere. But he went off and he explained. He goes, "Yeah, Garth was supposed to be with us, but unfortunately there was some travel screw up." He goes, "But," he goes, "if you want," he goes, "I'll put you on the guest list. We're doing a show. I think it was at the Uptown Theater in Chicago, but I could be wrong on that. And who the hell was supposed to be there that night with them was Rick Danko." And I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "Where the hell's Rick?" Well, it turned out that was one of Rick's last gigs. And we won't even go into why the hell I wasn't able to go. But it turned out from another friend of mine, he stuck around for 2 hours after the damn show.
Wow.
Just yapping, signing everything. And check out Rick Danko's solo work, okay, from the 70s. You will not be surprised.
Oh, no, no doubt.
Now, second video. In 1983, before the band got back together, the MTV people might remember this.
Yeah.
There was a cool little band called The Call. They were borderline Christian at times, but this was one of their hits. And who conveniently plays keyboards on it? Garth Hudson. I like him. I have no problems with Brother Brian at all. That's right, just Corbin. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, from 1983. All right, we're halfway there. No, we're not talking about that. No talent, hack Bon Jovi. He's living on a prayer. Next, oh boy, this one.
Look, I can tell the two BBs apart. Brother Brian's the BB that doesn't drink. I'm the one that does.
That's right. And so, and I love his records when he plays too. He's got some killer music, seriously. Then the next one hurt. Yesterday, John Sykes.
Yeah.
Oh my!
That's terrible, man.
My friend who lives down the street from me was like weeping, and I am like, I don't blame you. He's a big guitarist, though. He can play the guitar, my buddy can. And I'm just like, I don't blame you one bit. Here is some of his resume.
Oh man. Who hasn't he played with?
Tigers of Pantang, 81 and 82. I know that almost sounds dirty, doesn't it, Dad?
I remember them.
Yeah, he was only on 1.5 albums.
He's the White Snake at one point.
Correct. And then we go Thin Lizzy. He was friends with Phil Lynott for a little while, 82, 83.
Great friends with Phil.
Yes. In fact, he was going to join up with Grand Slam, which was the next project, but unfortunately, the White Snake offer came, and actually, with Phil Lynnott's blessing, he's like, "Go do it." So he was in White Snake from 84 to 87. He's on the U.S. press of Slide It In.
Man.
Okay, which I've got that, but I want the UK. The UK is almost a different lineup itself, and it's harder. It's a lot more bluesier, but John does a great job on that one. Slide It In, and of course, 1987, which was the next album, and then he was gone by then. Then we end up with, a band called Blue Murder.
Yeah.
And Blue Murder, I'll tell you, Blue Murder
fantastic.
Had a neat little song called "If You're Hungry, It's Jelly Roll." That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, I should leave a little bit of a weather PSA. Please do not rip your shirt off in a snowstorm. You may get frostbites on your nipples, and they could cut glass. See, that could be another problem here. Please give a thumbs up. You know what's
funny? Or they will
funny?
become glass and fall off. Take your pick.
Oh. It's a nippleectomy. I didn't tell anybody. We had 62 people in this room.
It's unbelievable.
Still got 50 people. You
still got 56.
I'm teasing.
We're doing something.
It's this Robin. What? Rosa? I don't know what you're saying. It's the same girl. I don't know. So then we go to and so he after Blue Murder he actually did some solo records, but they were only put out in Japan, which I have not heard any of John Sykes' solo stuff. but he was on Mercury Japan and cut a couple albums there.
I've heard some of it.
The last songs
He's
he did
incredible.
were 2021. Black Rose is an excellent album, and not to shift gears for a second, but after I was watching some of the Thin Lizzy stuff with John and Phil, I decided to listen to a really cool song that I have not heard in a while. And the next time you see Midge Ure, please thank him, along with, of course, Phil, for Yellow Pearl. That is like one of my favorite Phil Lynott solo songs. And we'll play that another day because there's just too many things. You know what? That's the goal we're trying for. You know, and you're right.
To be well on the way.
You are absolutely right on. And I saw.
I just heard the news. Yeah.
I was in the lab at the lake one night. Yeah, no wax. Did you hear the news, Jeff?
What news?
Rachel's channel's gone.
Mm-hmm.
Gone. We
Took it
saw
down.
the final moments.
Nice.
Yeah.
And one of her final moments was the last she said was "Fuck you, Loki Team Beetle." They've been no one can take it from me.
Yeah, and YT cut it, not her. It seems YT cut it.
You mean you're not going to
I
buy
don't
this?
know. I have a screenshot that makes me believe maybe she did, in fact, pull the channel, but I think YouTube might have pulled the stream.
That's what I'm
both
thinking. Yeah.
being true at the same time.
Yep. Yeah, we've officially moved to our goal now, ladies.
Maybe
and
it was
the D-list.
Maybe when she got the stream pulled, that was the final straw, and she took the channel down.
That's what I'm thinking.
VC
and the irony that the person that wanted me gone so bad is the one that destroyed everything.
I know, right? I mean, I wasn't surprised, but I didn't say. VC Weather Richard says currently 3 degrees in Mount Pocono, Pennsylvania. Jeff Allen says it's so cold there he almost froze his nipples. That had a nipple in the Carolinas.
Almost froze
Well,
my head.
all I can say, if Rachel's out there listening, if she wanted to come on up here and explain herself, I'd be more than happy to hear that.
We'd all like to hear it.
Hey. No, I can't say it.
Oh, wait a minute. Gloves. I thought you had a dog. I thought he had a dog or a cat, not glove.
Oh,
Damn it.
It's Rosie Palm and her 5 sisters.
Oh my god.
I swear to God, on that webcam, it looked like a dog's face.
Let me explain this to you.
Yes.
I just turned 55 years old. I can't watch porn anymore. I fall asleep during it.
Hey, you're younger than me there, brother. I just turned 56.
Well, you know, there's a simple answer to that. It's called cocaine. I mean, I'm kidding, kids. I'm kidding. Don't do it. White lines, don't do it. Oh, boy. The Cocaine Society's going to get me for that one.
I love you, cocaine. I love you, cocaine.
That's right, Cherry.
I always say I play everything.
I just remembered why I didn't knock it off.
That's on my calling card. I play everything from Chuck Berry to Buck Cherry.
I like Boys Are Back in Town, but I like Cowboy Song. Seriously,
Oh,
I like Rosalie.
I like that one.
I like Rosalie.
I love Oh Sarah. Oh Sarah is my favorite.
God, that was like, Ding Dong Go Up the Ding Dong Goes. Did
you ever hear that one, Paul?
Yeah, I mean, because there used to be a station in Milwaukee. Well, it's probably still there, but oh God, what the hell was the name of the call letters on that? It was a big one too. They would play a bunch of Thin Lizzy, and it would be not just Boys and Back in Town, but they would play out. I think the dude that must have ran the evenings was a Lizzy fan but here's the thing: I tried to request Cheap Trick once on that station, and he goes, "Oh no, we don't play Cheap Trick on this station." And I'm going, hold on a minute.
You gotta be kidding me, man.
I don't even know the story.
Yeah, no shit. There's got to be a story there.
All he told me is because he goes, look, it's before me, but something happened in the mid to late 80s.
Oh, well, that's different. Maybe they pissed off the owners. Maybe pissed off the station owner.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I just wanted to go to the Poconos.
I played the Poconos.
Time in the VC.
Nice.
Yeah, mid-sentence with a boom.
Yeah.
That's the end of that, ladies.
And that's the part that makes everyone think that YouTube pulled the stream, whereas she may have pulled the channel.
See, when YouTube tries to pull the stream with me, it's because of Osmond's on Beat Club. Bastards, don't think I forgot, YouTube.
Or Zappa with titties and beer.
Or Zappa with titties and beer. I'm telling you. Sure. I don't want 24-hour streams. I can't. I'm lucky to do 3. You give her 10 minutes. That's what,
we'll give you the world.
That's what he said. We'll give her 10 minutes. I'll give you 10 minutes and then I'll fall asleep.
That's what I was going to say earlier, but I'm not going to say it. It's too soon.
Too many Misty Monday video. Anyway.
Ooh, Spider Baby.
I promise I'm not looking at it.
The password is. I haven't seen. Where's James? The password is Misty Monday. Are you starting it?
He must be napping.
Am I over? Am I being too damn fucking loud?
No, I'm not going to be sleeping.
Oh yeah, she ain't here. When's she coming back? Okay, we don't know. Yeah, we're down a person here in the household. All we have. Guess who's sleeping? Guess who's sleeping? Thank God,
Toby.
Thank God. Yeah, we don't want this one awake.
I just messaged.
She's being a horny little. What? I'm sorry. What?
Oh, is she? Oh no.
I don't know what you're talking about. I missed what you said.
I messaged James because I said he might be sleeping right now. Because somebody said, "Where's James?" And actually, I just messaged him, and the fact that he didn't pounce on that tells me I think he's napping.
It's 57 degrees here at Loser Listville.
All right, Paul. I
see that. You did put it in the private chat.
Yeah.
Right, whiskey in a jar, and you know what? I like that version over Metallica. I don't know. I just don't like. I mean, I get what Metallica was trying to do, but I still like Lizzie's a little.
Okay, so I'm not wrong then. It was Metallica as well.
You're right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Psycho, you're in my latest video narrating the cat video in the background.
Aww.
I like that.
Do you watch Piccolina's videos?
I feel guilty. I haven't seen one of Piccolina's videos probably in at least a couple weeks.
Oh,
there's so many. I walk by the. You know what? And that's I love that. I love that. God, though, damn it! What is it? When people can't conquer the demons, or at least ask for help, because it wasn't rock and roll. That wasn't rock and roll. 50s to the 70s, rehab was a bad word.
So then it's more rock and roll to be dead?
That's the problem. That's the problem with all these musicians. If they would have had the mindset or had the close friend or something to be like, dude, it's okay, we'll get you through it, I bet you half these people would still be alive. I'm just saying, I could be.
Which is the bitter irony with Keith Moon that he was trying to get help, and the help is what killed him.
You're right. And boy, I'll tell you, how dumb is that? Randy, you are very right on this. And I mean, I'm not throwing barbs here. One word. Documentary. That's all I got to say about that.
And the director already posted a video about it, so.
I saw that, actually.
I got to go watch that.
The end piece, which was like 30 seconds long.
Yeah, no, I know. I got to watch it. I didn't get to watch it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I woke up today with my favorite Jim Croce song in my head.
Yeah.
Oh, Rapid Roy, that stock car boy, he's too much to believe. He's always got an extra pack.
Oh, yeah.
Rolled up in his teeth. Awesome. God, what a fucking great tune that is. I got my brothers to thank for that.
Well, you know what? We may be lame as hell, but we're still here. And that is what matters.
Now, Paul, the link I sent you is a song by the guy that we watched last time.
Okay, now, that's fine. I don't know. Here's the funny part, right? So I thank you for giving me that. And I thank him for the revenue share, but somebody else was attached to that video and dinged me. And they blocked me. That second version blocked me. Can you believe that shit?
Really?
Whiskey in the Jar by the Dubliners. Yeah. I'm telling you, these people are tools. I have got to listen to that. I didn't even know about that. I'm still at work. I miss most light. I'm sorry, Dave. Huh? Was
it ours that dinged you for that?
Yeah. No, not Metallica. I didn't play Metallica. I just loud and proud.
What, John LaJoie?
Yes.
Hey, I love that video.
Are you talking about Nazareth, Chris? Loud and proud? Look at Nick Drake overdosed on medicine for... See? I mean, there's another one for you. Yeah, I had to kick the paste habit.
Damn,
I kept eating those Elmer's grade school grade. Ralph Wiggum. I was like, it was past Ralph Wiggum levels. Oh my God. I'm eating paste. Just like, I don't know. Maybe. Wait a minute. The password is toe sucker. Danger, Will Robinson. Danger.
I'm not treading there.
Well, you know what? That could stink depending on if the toes were washed before or not.
Yeah, right.
No, we all know.
Yes, I did.
We all know something.
Yeah.
And that's why there's that book, Goodnight Keith Moon, that actually references both in it.
Hey.
Yeah.
Jimi Hendrix and Bon Scott. Jimi Hendrix and Bon Scott could have been saved if the people that were with them would have put them on their side.
Actually, same with Keith.
My God. Just like, you don't leave them on their backs. Are you fucking stupid?
Yes, they are.
Unbelievable.
You also can't predict that's going to happen.
Bon Scott's another one. Why the hell that dude was so fucking lazy? Oh, it's not going to get that cold. You know what? It's called a weather report, and they said it was going to... Whatever.
I still like the
why. The why is never satisfying anyway.
Did we bring up John Bonham and the 26 shots?
No.
That's what killed him. Nobody turned him on his side. He choked that way too and went. We'd still have Led Zeppelin.
Hence the joke in Spinal Tap about the drummer saying, "Can't really dust vomit, can you? We think it was his vomit."
Oh my God.
Previously combusted.
All right. So let's see.
Yeah, this song is called Everyday Normal Guy, because that's what I kind of think we are. A bunch of everyday normal guys.
Well, we try. Or not to be confused.
Normal everyday guy. That's what it is.
Guy, which
Yeah, this is really good. I just absolutely love this. He speaks a lot of truth here. I'll tell you what.
Yeah, heart attack too. I don't know.
Yeah, she didn't show.
And this is 2000. I don't know.
I'm just a regular, everyday, normal guy. Nothing special about me, motherfucker. I'm just a regular, everyday, normal guy. When I go to the clubs, I wait in line, motherfucker. I'm just a regular, everyday, normal guy. I got $600 in the bank, motherfucker. I'm just a regular, everyday, normal guy. And my sexual performances are average. I work in customer service for a phone company. I make $12 an hour, but that's all I need. I live in a small apartment on a quiet street. I don't go out too much. I like to watch TV. I can't afford a car. I use public transportation. I don't mind. I read till I reach my destination. Sometimes a newspaper, sometimes a book. The amount of money I save, the shit is off the hook. And I'm not very good with the women. I'm a pretty shy person and I'm average looking. Last time I had sex was in 2003, and I'm ashamed to admit, but it wasn't free. I'm just a regular, everyday, normal guy. I get nervous in social situations, motherfucker. I'm just a regular, everyday, normal guy. I get constipated once a month. Motherfucker, I'm just a regular, everyday, normal guy. And I make pretty good spaghetti sauce, motherfucker. I'm just a regular, everyday, normal guy. And I get scared when I go see the dentist. Falling short of everyday life, easily forgettable. And I'm not very light. I have an according to Jim personality. I'm as entertaining as a fucking STD. If you wanna mess with me, I think you probably can, because I'm not confident and I'm weak for man. I'll just roll up in a ball while you kick me in the back. Yeah, honestly, I probably won't fight back. And I don't have many friends that would back me up. My friend Steve would, but he doesn't look very tough.
You want to see this, bitch?
Yes, it's Randy cleaning the bus.
If you're not well paid, put your hands up. If you got a pet cat, put your hands up. And if you got a bad back, put your hands up.
I hurt my back 2 summers ago moving a fridge, and ever since then it's not the same. It gets pretty sore.
I'm just a
He's a
regular
liar. He was
everyday
paid
normal
porn.
guy. My parents are really nice people, motherfucker. I'm just a regular everyday normal guy. I'm somewhat afraid of heights, motherfucker. Just a regular everyday normal guy. I like the show Grey's Anatomy, motherfucker. Just a regular everyday normal guy. And I'm pretty good at making paper planes.
That was funny.
That's hysterical.
After he did that.
Everyday normal guy.
I agree. Oh God, right now, Gamblin on here. Motherfucker.
There you go.
You know, there's not enough. There's not enough.
Sounded
Hey,
like
baby
drills.
doll.
Hey,
There's Snookums. Is that bunny ears you've got?
I like that. Nice.
I don't know. I know I didn't steal them off a fucking bunny today.
Motherfucker.
Anyway,
Motherfucker.
so hey, wait a minute. Beetle Babe's got animal ears.
Yeah, but they're not bunny ears.
I don't care.
I got kitty ears.
Kitty ears. I remember the
Yes,
kitty
yes,
ears.
yes, yes.
Motherfucker.
Yes, the kitty ears.
Cool.
I had my truck driving ears on earlier.
Motherfucker.
Any pussy hats for anybody?
I love that.
All of one person paid me enough to actually get me to do it.
The password is pussy hat.
Oh,
Yeah, right.
thank you, Miss You.
Oh, God.
What about a hot tub episode?
Hey, hit that like, people. We still got 54 here.
All right.
Hit
Motherfucker.
that like button, motherfucker.
Y'all really do got to stick around for a minute after. I got to tell you this story, and it's confidential and secret.
Oh, I can't wait.
Too bad the neighbors didn't know that when they were poking their nose in it and shit.
It's
Oh, boy.
for the BC
Oh, boy.
Backstage Flu Club members only. I
Hey,
said Flu
Paul.
Club.
Oh, play my video.
Oh, wait a minute. I didn't know you had a video. Hang on a
I sent
second.
it to you on Facebook.
You said, can you put
Oh,
it
you gotta
in
put it.
chat?
You gotta put it in the private chat. He can't get it from Facebook.
Yeah, this is not my computer yet. Once it is, I can
That's
do what
why-
I need to.
That's why I had to go sign in on
But put it in the
another
private
account.
chat if you can. Like put the YouTube link in the private chat, and then I can play it. But until then, let me finish up. While you're doing that, let me finish up the last part of the tribute. So in prayers, I thought up until this afternoon that Tom Schiffer, who was the original drummer of the Shadows of Night, died in Israel. That is not the case. It turns out that he's very, very ill. Prayers go out to him.
Oh wow!
His friend and guitarist Jerry McGeorge, who I have chatted in the past with, retracted everything on there. But I am saying prayers to Tom Schiffer for the drummers of Shadows of Night. He was there 64 to 67, and then late 67 to 69. He was in a one-off band called Banger Flying Circus. I said Banger Flying Circus, which if you've never... I just say Banger. I say to all the people that haven't got them yet, please go get any of the Shadows of Night albums and that Banger Flying Circus on APC Records. You will not be disappointed. So even though it's just prayer, we're going to go off and play their last top 40 hit, which is actually a Bo Diddley cover. And I dig this song. It doesn't matter. And it's called, that's right.
Oh yeah. It sounded a little bit like the Yardbirds too.
You're right. And
I was gonna say, yeah.
Like come tomorrow, will I be older?
You know what it sounds like to me?
Macho Man should have gone, oh yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It sounds like Audrey Stone.
Well, they have that song from what was it, Beverly Hills? What's that Beverly Hills Cop song? Oh yeah, chicka chicka.
Oh God, yeah.
Oh yeah.
All
Yeah.
right. You know what, you got me on this one, Jeff, because I didn't know that you like this guy. I like a little bit of his stuff. I've just
Who
never
is
heard.
it?
Huh?
Who is it?
Don't tell him. Don't tell him. It's your business. Don't tell him.
Oh.
Oh, it's not Michael. No, don't play that. Oh my
Well,
God.
then Well, wait a minute.
I sent that to my girlfriend in Michigan.
What? Oh, God.
Yeah.
Well, what's the thing you were trying to push?
We sang that song in choir.
My place in this world.
How we got away with that, with the separation of church and state, is beyond me.
What? The church and state separated? What? Nobody freaking told me shit.
Motherfucker.
Oh, yeah, that's right, Davey.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I did.
So Satan worship in the backyard is out?
Yeah, so somebody else is finally getting jokes made about them besides me.
Praise be. Oh, man.
Michael Nolan has got, rest in peace, Rachel's ghost. Say it isn't so. Our Klaatu connection. That's his video he's got right now.
I just know Hot Topics
I have no
beef
with Michael Nolan, but it appears Mr. Nolan may have a beef with me, and I don't know why. I did not do shit to him.
I didn't do anything.
On here.
So Michael,
he was mad at me for some reason. I had no idea.
I tried reaching out to him. He has not answered me, so I don't know.
What's up?
Whatever.
What's up, King James?
Maybe he was drunk, right, Beal Babe?
Could be.
Possibility.
Right. Oh, yeah. Hey,
at
you
least
magic
admit
wizard.
it.
That sounds like a song. Hey, you magic wizard.
You know, I woke up this morning. I went over to just turn on Rachel's, and it wasn't on. And I seen that wax hat on, and I was like, "What the fuck's going on here?" So I go into the wax room, and Norman and Harry and Marty and I forget who else. There were 6 people up there.
I see
Dr. Robert.
And
yeah, right. So I go in the chat and I said, well, what's going on here? What did I wake up to? Immediately, they got timed out.
It's Misty Monday videos.
It was like Wax just timed me out because I tried to put in the next comment and said, you've been timed out by the owner of this channel.
What a tool.
And everybody in the chat, Richard James and Patrick from Sweden, they were all like, don't time out Melody. Like, what did I do? I just wanted to find out what the hell was going on.
Yeah.
I was like,
what? See, you got your Nolan moment because that's what happened to me when I was in Royce's.
I was like,
Royce and I are fine.
And you would think, like, I was a fellow Rachel member, like you'd have some camaraderie there.
Yeah.
It didn't mean anything.
I need a mirror. I need a magic mirror now with no mirror in it. I also need. Does anybody know if my
mirror
that can be worked? But I need to get if Temu has it. Maybe somebody knows where they can get. I want the little. Okay, so in the movies when they go take 50, I need a mini version.
Of what?
Yeah, the clapper board. I need a mini version.
Hold on, I got you. I know exactly where it's because I have one. Hold on.
The clapper. This gentleman here does not need a clapper board. How are you?
Hey, what's up?
I missed you, damn it. I know you're busy, but shit.
Well, he's here now.
You a damn bit. Sorry you showed up tonight. I'm out.
Wait a minute. I missed you, motherfucker. See, I had to add that in there. I love everything else.
Okay, Paul, I sent you another link.
How you doing, David?
To like a $5 mini clapboard on Amazon.
Excellent. Thank you. See, that's a great idea.
I have one.
I seriously need one of the original clappers.
Yeah.
For my mom. So but I'm gonna plug it where she don't know what's going on. So every time she starts going, shit will keep going off and on. She'll have no clue why.
How's the weather out there, David?
I feel naked without ears.
You should.
I've got ears. I should have turned up with that. Anyone, how
is this your band you were in?
Yes.
Cool.
So wait a minute, your buddy passed away?
Yeah, bass player, the tall guy in the black shirt.
Oh God.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that sucks.
There's something about band members passing away that's really.
How come music
It's just
is
like a
playing?
family member.
Yeah.
I hate to say this, Jeff, to be honest with you, but you know, I mean, this is the only thing I can do.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, at least I'm trying to show it, but yeah, I can't. I can't explain it. I really don't want to explain it. What's happening here? This has to do with an old account.
Okay.
And how this is even being played in the first place amazes
Right,
me. So.
right.
He almost looks like somebody pretty familiar, like I've seen on an album cover or something.
He looks like that guy from American Horror Story to me.
Oh my God, he does! He's the motherfucker guy! Yeah, he does!
What do they
Anyways,
call
rest
it?
in peace.
Yeah,
Damn
Evan or
suit
whatever.
wearing son of a bitch.
I'm gonna,
Yeah.
you guys, I'm gonna get some more. You guys, yappy.
Like Evan
Yeah.
or something?
Yeah. He does look just like him, I think.
Yeah, that's what I was like. I know exactly who you're talking about.
That guy
Yeah,
looks.
Tate Donovan.
That guy looks.
Too bad you didn't hear the music. It was our version of the Twitch.
Oh, wow.
Oh, cool. The only song I heard in my head today was bad boys, what you gonna do? You motherfuckers gonna go round the back door and not tramp up my mama's carpet with mud and piss the dog off. Go through the fence.
Oh, Shannon loves
They-
her.
They did.
Well, but Jen,
It was fun.
Is this where we finally do our early morning DD and BB podcast?
Could be. Could be. I'm not opposed.
Because he's got the hots for somebody, and I'm not telling who.
Everyone should have the hots for people, babe.
Look, we have already confessed to our
Shit, I thought he had hots for me. What the fuck?
excessive drinking once in a while, so don't feel bad. At least we fessed up.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if it's 6 o'clock in the morning. The day hasn't ended yet.
This is true.
See, David, I was hoping you were coming up and you were going to say, Mello, I'm finally done with this song.
I know, I do, but I'm nibbling away at it, Mello. I'm nibbling away.
I can't wait to hear it. I'm just chomping at the bit, brother.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, it's a quality problem, but I've got quite a lot of work coming in at the moment.
Oh no, believe me, I understand. You gotta, pay the bills first, of course.
Absolutely, and the thing is, if you were able to say, I'll pay you £150 a day, I'd do
right,
it
I get it.
I'd do it for you in 3 days, but I'm doing it for free because I love you.
Yeah, no, I get it, definitely. I'm just psyched. I'm super psyched.
Yeah,
and that's the version that's going to get released. I'm not even going to release my version. I'm going to release that version.
Yeah. Okay.
I keep my version.
So it'll be well worth it.
It's warm.
I'm just so anxious to hear it. I just can't wait to see what comes out of your mind out of it.
Yeah, well, it's had digital scissors all over it. It was too long, and it didn't seem to have a chorus. So I made one out of some of your vocals. And
oh, cool! That's what I'm curious to hear. Like what you fashion. Like it's gonna be amazing. That's wild. I can't wait.
Yeah, it's still got the same vibe as your. Yeah, I mean, it's still yours.
Oh, I don't doubt it. It's just to hear your interpretation, shall we say?
Yeah, and there's loads.
That's what I'm so curious. Oh, that's awesome.
The only downside of being a professional musician is the fact that you're sort of. There's lots of things that I'd really like to do, but if they're not paid, I have to just
Sure, absolutely. You got to go where the money is. Absolutely.
Yeah, and
I don't blame you there.
So I'd like to. I said it before to Jen. That I'd really like to record something with her. I'd like her to just.
It's just a matter of finding time.
I could send her a backing track and a click track, and if she can put that in her ear and then sing along to it, then send that to me.
Tony, you ain't seen
it's so simple to do.
Yeah.
And David, I really meant that. If you ever come out to the States,
that makes sense.
Come out to New Jersey, you have a place to stay right here if you needed to.
Yeah, well, like I said, when we last came, we played. We didn't play the Stone Pony, but we played the lanes, Asbury Lane.
Right. Do you remember the Fast Lane? There was a club called the Fast Lane.
Yeah, Gigi Allen played there.
Yeah, I played there myself. That was a great legendary club. Bon Jovi played the Fast Lane. A lot of people played the Fast Lane.
Yeah. Well, when we played there, we didn't attack any audience members or social.
Right.
Gigi. What a crazy Gigi.
What a character. What a character.
But that's amazing that you played out here to even have that experience. That's incredible.
Well, it was so close because the last gig of the tour was going to be in Brooklyn. It was going to be the
L'Amour's?
No, it was a downstairs club bar thing because we'd already played BB King's in New York in Times Square.
Oh, that's big. That's big.
Yeah. So then we kind of there you go. Shows the new smile.
Here. Ta-da!
Oh yeah, there you go. Look at that. That's right.
Still got my natural gap between the middle of the.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, but it looks great.
I'm sure in late
little Letterman thing.
stick a cigarette between it, you know. But yeah. We did, so basically we did New York, and then we did the big one at BB King's as our final because we'd started in Los Angeles and gone all the way across.
Right.
And so we ended up, and then we just thought, well, should we keep going? Because we got offered these gigs in New Jersey, and so what was the theatre that I told you we played at? The other venue. I can't remember what the name of it was.
You said Asbury Lanes.
Yeah,
and you said the Paramount, I think.
That's it. Yeah, it was a theatre. It was more of a theatre.
Paramount Theatre. Yeah, the Paramount.
Yeah, and the place.
That's where Bruce Springsteen plays at too.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's on the actual pier itself.
Yeah,
and it's big round. It looks like an airplane hangar almost. It's gigantic.
And I was playing with a guy called Willie Nile, who's one of Bruce Springsteen's bunch.
Right.
I was playing in his band, and Bruce always gets up whenever he plays in New Jersey.
Right.
And he's part of the New Jersey bunch as well. He's friends with Jim Carroll and all that bunch. You know?
Well, if you do come out here, you should try to book and play the Stone Pony.
Yeah,
that's like a club. Yeah. That's a to-do club. Like if you play, you gotta play the Stone Pony. It's like playing Hammerjacks down in Maryland, or the Whiskey a Go Go, or the Rainbow. I mean, the Stone Pony is in that same echelon.
Yeah, I'm really. There are quite a few venues that I'm so glad that I've done in this country and in America and stuff.
Right.
Because I was a big Pistols fan. I really loved playing the Kane's Ballroom in Tulsa. And,
right.
And we played.
I can see that.
We played the Longhorn Ballroom in Dallas. That was fantastic.
Yeah. Oh wow. Yeah.
That's funny you bring that up because I just saw a picture. It was an old picture of the Longhorn Ballroom in Dallas, and it showed that the Sex Pistols were playing. It's an old photo.
Yeah.
And it said Sex Pistols, and then underneath the next gig was going to be Merle Haggard. I said, you know what? I wish I was there at both of them. That would have been hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah, there's another one though from that tour where it says Sex Pistols, and then a couple of nights later it says Sticks.
As long as it didn't say Sex Pistols, and they were smaller than Puppet Show. That's all that matters.
Oh boy, we've all had one.
You could carry your own show on your.
Not on my own every morning. I don't think I could do every morning as a one-off. Once a week I could, but I couldn't do it every day with no one. I couldn't do it.
Once a week,
we could team up.
Also, to be honest, let's as controversial as Rachel may be,
I'll be the drunk one and you be the serious one.
and you mentioned the Starland Ballroom.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a pretty big club too up here. Not as big as BB King's though. To play BB King's, I mean, those are a lot of national acts that play BB King's. That's like prime of all the theater kind of circuit like clubs like that. That's like the top. Next is Radio City Music Hall. You know what I mean? It's like, that's where you can go from BB King's. I mean, you're at the top of the clubs.
I was a bit hacked off not hacked off, but I was sad that when I left
I'll handle the trolls.
The next time they went to New York, they played Carnegie Hall.
Wow, yeah, that's big too. I mean, where else would be good for you, David? Did you? I don't know, maybe you did, but Kid Rock has a club in Nashville that is like slamming now. I mean, you should try to play Kid Rock's club in Nashville.
Dallas.
Kid Rock should have been from Nashville.
With the furthest south.
Say what?
I think
Kid Rock should have been from Nashville. He's more hillbilly than I am.
No, I was asking David what he said.
Yeah.
What did you say, David?
I was just saying that I think Houston and Dallas were the furthest south we went, and Tulsa, obviously. Is Tulsa? Tulsa's.
Right, but I'm saying if you plan out a tour out here, you should definitely hit that club, Kid Rock's club. It's slamming. I mean, people live stream it every night, and there's like thousands of people at that club every night.
The thing is, that'd be down to the agent, Mello, not really me. It'd be, we get booked. We get booked by people and they tell us where we
it. Right. I'm sure you could suggest, though, if you're talking to them and they're dealing with you, you could say, hey, can you try to see about getting into this club and see what they say about it, you know?
But also, you have to understand that, like, say it's Visage, and I know this sounds a bit wanky, but, we've got a really big show. You know, we've got a cinema screen at the back. We've got like 5.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Right. There's only certain places you can play like that.
Yeah, but if it's a club, it could be a bit of a squeeze.
I got you. Yeah, right.
And also because there's so many. It's just the thing that I don't think people understand is that we have to just go and play places and what have you, because can you imagine how much it costs to fly us all over there and stick us in a hotel and
which project is this? What's the name of this project?
Just saying, say it was Visage, that would be
I see.
Visage, and the same with like Holy Holy, and Glenn Matlock's band, etc. It's all
I got you.
It's all it all costs so much, and we want to get paid as well. So there's no point doing a club tour because we come home having paid for it.
Yeah, right.
So
you want a Bowen money.
Yeah, exactly, and like I say, I loved being in a local band and stuff, but I haven't been in a local band for ages because I can't commit. I can't.
Hey,
Mark,
got you there. Yeah.
Mr. Project Gemini is in the house.
Yes.
So I found this cool little thing at the thrift store today. What?
Hang on.
I thought it was a pocket watch.
Is it a weed box?
No, it's actually it's something to do with snuff.
Oh God!
To stamp out tobacco. I thought it was probably a watch on the inside. I just now opened it because it was taped. Ready, set. Oop. Full of jewelry.
Whoa!
Oh wow!
Anything good in there?
Nothing I'm going to report to the government. I'll tell you that.
Hey,
That's just a bag of
something on Friday.
Earrings and stuff. Earrings, rings, and backs.
Oh. Holy crap, this is fine. I suppose if you wanted to use it for that, but who keeps those?
Earrings, rings, and backs. Oh my!
Oh God!
I'm just glad it's not something I could have got charged with. All right.
Yeah, no kidding.
Well, yeah. I'd be worried too, just finding that in some random container.
Well, there are no fingertips in there, right?
No, not this time, thank God.
One time, like, my friend bought a house and there was a pool in the backyard, and literally they emptied the pool and there was a finger found at the bottom of the pool.
I don't know if Paul heard me say that story.
BC News. Someone was fingered in the pool. Evidence there. News at 11.
Freddie got fingered.
You know, when I finally opened it and knew that it was a pinky knuckle, I flipped out. But when I knew it was, I was not concerned about who the hell it belonged to anymore.
They couldn't tell what it was. They couldn't tell if it was a thumb or a finger, like it was like really bloated.
I could tell it was a pinky knuckle.
You know,
First joint.
They could have gone off and actually, like, if they were going to sell the house, they could have actually got a little extra money for bringing up the pool and simply, oh God, here we go. Simply calling it that it's a digital pool.
Oh man, just the look on their faces though. They said when they found this thing.
See, that's not using my digital.
Dr. Evil.
Oh my
Somebody
God!
asked me, can I get your digits? I only got one. It's a pinky finger.
Remember, ladies and gentlemen, one in the pink, one in never mind. Two in the I was never good with sex math. Anyways.
Look, Mello, I got me a vape finally.
Ah, nice.
So,
I don't know if it's nice or not, but it'll sure get you messed up way too early.
Time to get rid of all that footage. Oh boy.
It came out of my brother's car.
Yeah.
What flavor is it?
Weed.
It doesn't have like, a strain or something?
It's straining my lungs.
I thought you'd say like pineapple express.
I don't know. It was brand new. It was in his car.
Usually there'll be a name like cookies and cream or something. Or
no, I think this is straight THC or something. I don't know.
I just got to answer OJ here. Yes, I did play Blue Monday yesterday by New Order, and funnily enough, on Sunday I played Gloomy Sunday by Lydia Lunch.
Yay!
There you go.
Like every day.
Way to mix it up.
It's a barrel of laughs around.
Yeah.
He's smoking. I feel like I did the edibles.
We gotta coordinate these things for a show. Yeah, I'll get one. I'll eat some. You have some. And we'll be like, and I won't take it down. I'll be like, oh God, what did I?
Can you stick your chest up to the camera?
What's that?
I can't quite read it.
Oh, hang on.
What's on your chest?
Mighty Cripple.
Your chest, baby.
Scott got me this. And that's going to be the new game show from Fox called Mute the Goof, coming up right after Name That Stain here on Fox.
Hey, man, I have been, what do you call it? Binging my stains on the brain for that first episode.
What?
Did you say you're insane in the membrane, insane in the fucking brain?
No, I'm binging my knowledge on stains for the first episode.
Yeah.
Insane in the membrane. Insane in the brain.
You know what? Let's play this little clip. This is going to be kind of fun. I tripped on this literally yesterday. So we were talking, that I had a bonus video I wanted to play, and I'll have to clean this one up too because it's from England. Sorry, David. And I always get dinged every time I show something from England. I know it's not your fault.
Just lucky, I guess. Just lucky you guess.
I never knew about this video. So there is a show called Gas Tank that was only on from 1983 to 84 in the UK. So imagine that you have Phil Lynott was invited to come and perform by Rick Wakeman because it was his show, him and Tony Ashton from Ashton Gardner and Dyke. And Phil goes off and says, "Hey, can I bring a friend along?" "Sure, you can bring a friend along." And this is what ends up happening.
I mean, like, really, like, I agree with somebody saying so you're just gonna scream at somebody, like, I mean, and not only screaming, saying "fuck you." It's like we reduce ourselves to that. I mean, it's just ridiculous.
Well, at least you won't hear that from me here, as long as everybody behaves themselves.
I just felt bad for Wolfie. Like, I just didn't think, the punishment fit the crime. You could just say you don't agree. Take offense like you slashed his tire or something.
Jen's words are perfect. If she does, in fact, stay off, I hope she and Sue all the best. If they come back, I'm sure we'll all reconvene. I predict within 2 months.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
I hope so. But I think also, I just wish people would stop people did this to Jen, you know, where they keep pulling out the mental health card, the mental health card.
They
you know?
Tiny dragonfly, baby.
That's the only card they got.
Yeah, but what pisses me off is it's like, aren't people allowed to be angry? It's not mental health if it's like, yeah, we've all got something going on with ourselves. You know, I'm in therapy for something, and Jen does what she has to do and stuff. But and the thing is, but when Jen goes off at people, it's because people are having a go at her. So she's allowed to have we now live in a world though where if you know, if a woman goes off at someone, suddenly she's crazy. You know, it's like that's the world we live in, and it's bullshit. And we have a thing on tour.
I know you haven't, Wolfie.
We have this thing on tour called TMC, which is there's lots of little things that we can say to each other in front of the in front of the venue owners and stuff like that. If things are going wrong, TMC, and it's basically what happened this morning in Rachel's ghost thing, which is too many cunts.
But honestly, like anybody who disagreed with Rob and Mazzy, like got banned off their show. Like you can't even participate with them. At least Rachel gives you a venue where both sides can come together and talk. Where on their side, they don't even if you don't agree with their side, it's like they just hit the button and you don't exist no more. It's just like
but without without wanting to be Switzerland about it, and not really take a side. I'm on Rachel and Sue's side. Sorry, I am, and because Loki is a prick.
Well, Loki's just been a troublemaking fuck as anybody knows. I mean, that's all the guy does is a troublemaker.
Oh.
Yeah,
Don't even start, Mello. You know better.
But the thing is, you know, what I've never understood about whether it's him or whether it's any of the others or the people that have a go at being a babe on her channel is that, you know, I'm here on Paul's and I'm here as a guest. You know, you've invited me in. I don't agree with everything.
Absolutely.
Sometimes when you all start talking about shit and poop and stuff like that, I'll go and make a tea because I don't know why would you want to talk about that? You know, so there are times when I go, but the thing is, it's Rachel's show. She's a Trumpy. I'm not. I don't agree with her politics. But I don't really have, you know, what I don't understand is people having the right to tell someone what to do on their own channel, whether it's Paul or Beagle Babe or Rachel.
Right.
And I think that Rachel had a good mix of people who she didn't mind too much if he had a go. But of course, if someone walked into my house and started having going at me, I'd show them the fucking door.
Right. But that's what the problem I always thought that Rachel had was that Rachel allowed people like Loki and others to dictate who should be on the show and who they're going to accept. And like put Rachel on the fence about like, oh no, I don't want to have this person because we're gonna lose Loki and Brad and all these people who the fuck are they? Like, you know what I mean? They don't even go on camera, and it's like they're the ones that are dictating who should be on the show. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Do you see Howard Stern do that back in the day? Do you see Tim Pool doesn't let people dictate who should be on his show? You know, like you go down the list, Glenn Beck, Alex Jones, none of these people would dictate who goes on the show, but Rachel was allowing people to dictate.
Yeah. Well, I said to Rachel personally, you know, on a chat with a private chat, when the whole Jen thing went down and stuff, I was just saying, look, I don't get it, Rach. I don't understand why a guy with an avatar and no content whatsoever managed to push out with a bunch of other people. You know, it's the Spring Hill Gym guy as well. I saw his little thing today. I couldn't stop laughing. I hope he was joking with that persona that he puts on. What a sad.
No shit.
But yeah, I just.
And Mark McGrath's still going too.
Oh, it's extraordinary. It's extraordinary.
I just never understood how Rachel, like, usually when you go see a show and your co-host is usually somebody that agrees with you. Like, who puts on your complete opposite as your co-host? And then you wonder why you have all these issues and why you're having this discord. Because you're totally, I understand in the name of, like, coming together, but nobody was really coming together. They were maybe agreeing on music, but once it went beyond music, it was no agreement at all. It was nothing but discord and drama. And oh my God, it's so loud I can't even hear myself talk.
I mean, I don't want to give Loki a free pass at all. But it was. But I think the thing was that if you can just give me 1 minute on this. That Elon Musk thing that started it, let's face it. So it's Elon Musk's fault, basically, that Rachel's channel has gone down. Because basically, to do that, I'm not going to do the second movement.
Yeah, please don't.
But to do that and then do the second movement,
Right.
if he didn't know what that looked like in front of the biggest television audience of the year, then he's an idiot. And if he did know what it looked like and he meant it, he's a bastard.
Right.
Exactly.
You know? And the thing is, sometimes I think Rachel should, although, like I say, it's not for me to say what she should do, but if you were asking, which you're not, and I'm going to just tell you, I think she should have at least realised how awful that looked to everyone on telly. Yeah. No, I'm not saying, that's not saying get Trump out of the White House. I don't care. I'm just saying.
No one didn't say anything about him.
That was a really stupid thing to do. That motion, and Loki was right. Loki was right to point that out. What I don't understand is he kept going at it. What does he think he's going to do? She's never ever going to say to anyone, "Yeah, you're right." Actually, yeah.
Loki acts like he's a fucking producer. You know, like the way a producer sits in the background and makes, decisions and things. That's the way Loki comes across. Like if Loki's not happy, he makes threats. I'm not happy, Rachel. Like he'll start typing. And so what? You're not happy. Who the fuck are you?
Yeah, start your own fucking channel. And
I said,
I said to Rachel,
he won't even go on camera.
And it's like I say, again, Jen can never win. Jen can never win. I've seen people saying, "Oh, she should wear more makeup," and then I've seen people say, "Oh, she's always wearing makeup. She's all," it's like that. I just don't get it. It's just ridiculous. And the thing is,
we should spend more times in hot tubs.
Yeah, Rachel.
Yeah.
Oh, I did that too, and they bitched about that too. I did a whole live stream from mine, and they bitched about me being a slut for doing that.
But I said to
but you are slut.
I said to Rachel when we lost Jen, I said, look, we lost someone with like 15 years on YouTube, like
more than that, 19 as of next month.
A really dynamic personality, someone who's just as passionate as any of us about her chosen subject, and and a genuine lover of music. And I said, and we've swapped that somehow for people who are always having a go at you. Why would you do that? And I said, you don't have to. And I just
It came right after the whole fiasco with me when they were reducing me and the whole thing, and then Jen even said, "I'm next." Like we saw the signs of what was going on.
Within 2 weeks,
and Jen even wound up getting it worse because at least me, they said, "Oh, they had me come back twice a week or something," and I still was going on every maybe couple weeks. I wasn't even giving them twice a week, every so often. Jen was completely not even allowed anymore. I thought that was even more
Yeah. And I'm like, what did I do that was so bad? She used her cover story of the AGK messages. I'm like, first off, she knew about those back in May. I brought that to her attention first. She said she didn't care what happened before outside her channel. She didn't care. So you can't claim that all of a sudden, months later now, she magically cares. That story doesn't hold water for me. And she even said it on that last Patreon. Yeah, I still had my ways in that. Yeah, that was the reason. I'm like, no, that's just a convenient excuse.
No, I mean, everyone that's got a channel is fucked up at some point. It's like.
I don't think that I haven't fucked up, but that, I didn't even know the guy or her back at the time when I made those messages that were in question. And I only relayed back what I had been told about that situation. So it's not like I was out here starting crap, making things up. That is exactly how I had been told it by other VC members.
But I mean, if Rach comes back and Rach and Scoozy come back, I'll be there in the front row. And I've always said I enjoy going over there, and I do. I always enjoy. But I really didn't understand the dynamic of the people who suffered over there and the people who seemed to thrive. And that's the only thing that I had a real sort of not a problem with, because it's not a big enough thing, but it's like I always thought, it was because in England, you see, it's right in the center of my proper day. It's like 2:00 in the afternoon. And it's perfect to just stop what I'm doing, sit down, and what I'm annoyed about is someone taking that away from me.
David, just imagine from a lot of people, it's when they just roll out of bed. Can you imagine just rolling out of bed and start talking to like a fucking 100 people? You know what I mean? Like, hey, I'm just like brushing my teeth and washing my face. How's everybody doing? You know, it's like we're 5 after 6 in the morning.
Hi, Toby. Look at
Like
this.
she's got a lot of people. She's got a lot of people that talk bad about her and stuff, but they're all watching.
I love Rachel. I have nothing against Rachel. Rachel was really good to me. I just feel bad of hearing how things went down.
to Psycho's address for a transcript of the previous program. that shit up.
People who are trying to give free pass to Elon, claiming he's autistic. Bitch, I'm autistic. Even I know you don't do that gesture, so that's not an excuse. That's not an excuse.
And it was quite a public forum that he did it on.
I'm not going to lie. I do not know anything about this Elon incident, and I don't really even
he did
follow
a
the
certain
dude.
World War II salute.
Yeah.
What?
Twice. He did a certain World War II
Why the
salute
hell
twice.
would you do that?
Yeah, that's what we all want to know.
He did it proper Adolf style as well, with the hand on.
Oh my! Yeah, let's not talk about that over on here, shall we? I don't want to get nailed here.
Like I said, I'm being very careful how I'm wording it.
That's not. That ain't right.
Remember, I'm
who
not.
you are.
But,
What'd you say? What was that?
That's no excuse, you know.
I've installed it.
You know, it's just so yeah. I
didn't see it myself, so I don't even know.
I can show you later.
Perfectly in his
yeah, no kidding.
To say that he thought that was a really shit thing. But that's it, basically. It's her show after that. It's kind of like you can say your piece. You know, I know that. You know, I don't agree with it either. I thought it was an awful thing to do.
But you got to remember though, even if whatever it is, because I've even heard more of his response before even seeing anything. But he's saying like he didn't mean that thing what you're saying. But we all know that the news and the people will take things and try to run with it more, whether it is or isn't. You know what I mean?
Do you see the way that man tweets and the hateful shit that comes out of his mouth on a daily basis? You cannot convince me he did not mean it.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
I mean, it's.
I'm not saying I trust the guy, but I'm just saying I know how the news works.
No, I'm taking this on a case-by-case basis of this particular dude.
Right, because a lot of people are happy with Elon for getting free speech and shit. So,
right, I understand that, and that was good.
I hope that now that government's in.
But what I'm saying is, if he's if he's doing really good here, and he's saying that he didn't mean what he's saying, we should maybe give him a little benefit of the doubt now because he's doing a lot of good, and we're already ready to jump. Well, I'm not saying that, but bad people. So did Mark Zuckerberg. So did a lot of them, and they're all coming over to this side.
Like Zuckerberg level. I don't think you're understanding it. I'll show you the shit in question, and you might feel differently.
This was during an inauguration thing. It's
yeah.
Like television audio. I mean, I know it's nothing different, but if I said to Jen, you know, oh, how do you fancy a bit of and then she got really I
didn't expect that.
And I didn't turn around and say, oh, I'm brushing my teeth. Just brushing my teeth. Yeah.
That's hysterical, David. Wow, that was good.
You can't do something so offensive and then say, oh, I didn't mean that.
That record. Yes, great record.
Yeah, I get it. I understand. And again, you know what? I don't know any of these people personally, so I couldn't tell you what they meant, you know, or read their mind or anything. I know when things look bad. Just like people said when Trump said he's going to grab him by the pussy. How bad did that look? People said it looked terrible.
Remember that.
But
it's basically saying you can sexually assault people if you're famous.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
I have a huge problem with that. You know, but you know. But I just think, you know, Mello, that's what you just said there. That is the entire point. You said, I don't know any of these people and that. No, I don't either. So I can only judge them on what I see on the television.
Right. I just know that the news and the sources that do this stuff are very good at fashioning a viewpoint that they want you to believe in. And none of us were there. None of us. It's like even with videos now, you can only believe what you see. Sometimes they can manipulate a video to make it look even more that way. You know, I don't trust anything like that.
Mello, buddy, what I'm saying, this was live. This was live.
Right, I get it.
Have you seen the speech? Right, you need to see it because it wasn't. There was no error behind that.
Okay.
And he did it more than once, so it's not like he just accidentally did the gesture. No, it happened more than once.
All right.
But don't you think if it was that bad, like Trump would have addressed it though too? You know what I mean? Somebody would have asked Trump about it. Why is Elon doing that?
Well, we're up to 70 people here.
I love you.
Wow,
guys,
really?
Let's put a kibosh on all of that for now, please. It's giving me a headache. No, nobody particular. No offense. It's just yeah.
I understand.
Hey, it's your show. Your show, Paul.
Yes, and you know what? And you guys want to go look on YouTube. There's probably tons of things about this.
Yeah.
What's that, Toby? You want to start your own show?
Paul, I think Paul, a bit like Wax did, and like I don't have anything against Waxed either, but I thought it was good that Waxed went up so that we had somewhere to go, and I'm pleased that you came up so that we had somewhere to go, because a lot of us, whether you like it or not, are Rachelites.
Oh, there's going to be a vacuum now. If she don't come back, there's going to be a vacuum in that time spot.
Yeah,
and you know,
it's a huge personality, and like I say, I don't think a bad person, and I just think she could have just noticed that that there are some cracks sometimes. People do bad things,
Well, here's the thing, and I've said this since day one, us being able to do these live streamings, and like I said, I gotta thank Rachel and Joe Mayo and Richard the Music Maniac. Yeah. They're the ones that got me started onto this path. But you are only as good as your people. Yes. It's not one person. It's not this jackass. We here, whoever, and it's a rotating thing. I like it, and when people can come on up, that's beautiful. We get all of this, it's always different. And this is why this show in general, is epic, and it's awesome, and it's spectacular. And sure, we're not going to always have great moments, but Jesus, everybody that comes up here has something to bring to the table, and that's what's damn important. Stop it. Yeah. I mean, and seriously, everyone on this panel, and then other people we've had, always have something to bring to the table. And this is what's important. And I honestly think, and I'm sorry, that in some shows, a certain, like half the panel don't get to talk. I don't like hearing. I know right at the moment, I know this is going to sound hypocritical, but I don't like hearing myself talk all the damn time. In fact, sometimes I hate it. So this is why I love having. I mean, sure, people love me doing solo shows. That's what Jukebox from Hell is for. Yeah. But
love
this is what I love. Yeah, thank you.
It's Wyoming Dave just constantly going on and on and on. It never fucking stops.
I know.
And the jazz record. No, I'm kidding. I'm busting your balls.
I love jazz shows.
I know you do. I know you do.
He's not actually complaining.
Nah. Hey, I brought up Gil Evans earlier. Come on. I could throw some names. Jaco Pastorius.
Carl.
That kills people. And thank you. And yes. Oh, show it again, damn it.
Or you want to show the other two?
Okay. Now let me ask you something. Is that an original or is that a reissue? I have been looking for that album in OG forever. Rainbow Capital.
Oh, your label. It's Rainbow.
Oh, sweet.
Original.
Is it mono or stereo?
Stereo.
Okay, because they did make mono, I'm told, but it's very rare. Oh, look, yeah, Stage Fright, another good one.
And this is original.
Sure,
label.
that would fit for that time period. Yeah. Will you stop skating on my ankle? Oh my God, she's back to doing this now.
There's Garth Hudson.
Yep, there we go. Damn it.
It's a second pressing label, but
yeah, but still. The only one I never really got behind was Islands. I tried. I was not a bit. That was the last album. It was like a contractual obligation. They kind of went back in the studio, and I think half of it was done before the last waltz, and then they went and did the rest. But the last waltz, if you people have never seen even that movie or only album, I suggest give it a listen. And now that there's extra editions and oh my God, it's crazy. There's so many guests, in that thing. It was a proper party back in the You know, that's funny, Scott, because my mom will sing that song to me. I don't know why I still have you up there. All right.
That's okay.
Wait a minute. Where did he go now?
Oh.
It's like first Jeff disappeared, and then Mello disappeared.
Well, he says his phone just died in the private chat.
Oh, shit. Well,
okay.
You were, see, now that would have been cool. Like, that is the only member of the band that I got to see live. It was one of the strangest concerts I ever saw, though. I mean, he had a big band. I'm talking like 12-piece, a lot of brass, all that kind of stuff. And I'm not going to lie, I did not know many of the damn songs. Like, the first one I remember right in the middle of the set was Rag Mama Rag, and I'm like, oh, shit, finally we get to something. But then after that, he goes into this weird song, and it looks like it's the start of a New Orleans jazz funeral. Like they're all going in a circle around each other. I'm expecting a casket to be popped up out of nowhere and carrying it around, and I'm going, Well, then we finally get to the.
Did they actually do it?
No. The Cape Brothers opened up, by the way, and if you people don't know who the Cape Brothers are, go listen to the 70s work. It's the best.
Union Man by the Cape Brothers.
Union Man by the Cape. Very good. You know what? This is why you are so smart with the chart actions.
That's the only song I've heard by them, though, Paul.
That's their only hit. That was their only hit. But, you know, they also were members of the band, too. Early 90s touring members. Will you stop that now? Now, see, she was pleasant. Now she's trying to, like, claw me here. But anyways. Yeah, I know. Even Chen says bad cat. So,
get the squirt bottle.
Yeah, I don't have a squirt bottle. I should.
Fine, get the brush. Let's make the sound.
Oh, not the directory again. I think that thing went. I'm not knocking it, Brian. I'm just saying I don't think it's ever going to happen. You have to start it. You write the. Wait a minute. You write the directory, and it will be made. Actually, I was a shitty. You build it, they will come. I'm not talking about the porn warehouse next door. All right, so Paul, I'll put the Japan band albums in the back. Ooh, I've heard of Japan. I don't know any of the music. You know what, Randy? If you can, whenever you feel like it, email me privately. I've been behind on my email, so I may not get to it immediately, but we can yip there and exchange info. See now, that's pretty. Yo, G-Dog. As long as you've never blinged out a denim jacket with rhinestones, you have good taste.
Oh, I'm sure.
I don't have. I have terrible taste. I've done it more than once.
Ow! What are you?
Sorry.
Stop! Oh my God! This guy quit being horny.
It's a horny pussy.
Well, I just don't like the album as a whole. I think that I like maybe 2 tracks off there.
You said whole.
Oh, Richard.
Oh no, I still have terrible. Boy, twice. Oh God, 69 viewers.
Oh, that's hard.
No, it's down to 66.
That's because the password is bedazzler. Now you see, I've heard. Oh my God, the next topic on Psycho Platter: do we bedazzle certain things on our body? Yes or no?
That's called vajazzling, and no, we do not.
No.
The password is vajazzle.
Did I try it once? Yes. Was it horrible?
Oh, no. Was there at least a landing strip? Anyways.
With a hug at the top.
I'd be worried about a choking incident. If
yeah.
Yes.
That's one
yes.
of the
Double D. Yes. Oh God. Yes. Okay.
Also getting random rhinestones falling off at different poles and shedding them and knowing where they came from is like, this is not okay.
Like a rhinestone bedazzler. That's right. He did produce the Cape Brothers. Oh, and get this, though. This is kind of weird. I really wish that my buddy Doug could be up here. He may have an acetate.
Yeah.
Or a test pressing to an unreleased Levon Helm album
really?
From the late 70s that was supposed to be cut for ABC. And I think he tried to get Levon to sign or at least show it to Lee. We did not get to meet Levon. We met the Kate brothers. That was the first time. I met him twice. And but we tried to hint, hey, can we go see Levon? And they're like, no. And I'm like, shit. I like the Well, we all like the Well, okay, maybe not all of us like the but I like the Osmonds.
Levon Helm acted in some movies later.
Did someone say squirt bottle? I'm all in.
Squirt bottle, James. I can go get it. It's over there.
I'm gonna give you the fucking squirt, but that didn't sound right.
You
I'm
should
sorry.
I know. I'm looking down. She gets horny too, and she humps my dad. So
see, here's the problem. I said that I'm gonna get the. I'm looking down at something. No, it was the cat. I'm not gonna even show you the camera. You just have to believe me. What cat flatterer? That's the sequel to Cat Whisperer.
No, I'm making a joke because Loki used to call me the cat flattener.
Yeah, that was a big. that went on and on and on and on.
It went on nonstop until the death threat, even though it fucking wasn't.
Hello there, Richard.
Richard,
you missed Mello. He was here like 2 seconds ago. I'm sorry. I'm an idiot. Yes.
Richard is funny. He always spells my name wrong every time. You ever notice that? Richard James.
Well, he does that so that you can keep alert.
I guess so.
Groovy Lisa says she's got terrible fashion sense, so I feel you, Jeff.
Ray,
future channel in the VC. Terrible fashion talk with Groovy Lisa and Beetle Bay. Coming soon to the VC network.
Hey, Paul.
Yes,
Paul,
sir.
Here's something that anyone can jump in and educate me. Yes. But there's two bands that I should really like because of the era they're in. And I've tried, and I've tried so many times with both bands, but I can't. What's the gateway to both the band and the Grateful Dead? They're both bands that I just don't get. I don't get
them either.
Okay, so here's the thing. I
love Janis, the Doors.
Sure.
You know, the whole Woodstock.
Same.
Brilliant.
So here's the thing. I will admit, even though I played some Dead a couple shows ago, shake down street. But the thing is that some people just like live Dead. Because live Dead, they expand out. Maybe you want to start there first before and see if maybe like listening to live Dead. See, that relaxes me, believe it or not. I know I gave most of the tapes back to my dear friend Lindy. I miss you in Illinois, Lindy. That might be one way you may want to just try and listen to a couple shows and just see if you like them. Preferably probably some 60s or 70s or early 80s before Touch Your Gray, and then see if you like any of that. And as far as for studio stuff is concerned, will you get my sock?
You're like cat meowing away over there.
Yeah, well, she's done American Beauty. I've always loved that album. Working Men's Dead. It's the Pigpen era, if you will. But I like pretty much all the eras. But try that stuff first and see if maybe that works. But if you don't like it, you don't like it. What was the other one again? The band.
The band.
I probably Music from the Big Pink would be the first one, and then I'm an idiot. The brown cover is what I those are the two I like. I don't like everything they've done, but it's like I like their attempts at Americana. That's why.
The one that Dave held up.
This is Americana. This is an Americana album. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you're into Americana, then you'll like it. If you're not, then maybe it's not your cup of tea.
I don't know. I like Grateful Dead that much, so
It's just I have such a broad church of love for music. I just don't know how this band that whenever I used to go to record fairs as a kid, I'd be looking for Pistol stuff or whatever, that sort of thing, and there'd be like 3 or 4 bootlegs or something, and then I'd always see the Grateful Dead section, and there were like box sets of like 12 albums and stuff. I used to think this band must be amazing. And I've tried so many times to watch documentaries or something live, and I love the whole. I mean, again, I like Mazzy. Don't kill me. I spent a very nice afternoon in London with Mazzy, and he's massively into the Dead, and what have you. But even, I just don't understand where the passion comes, because I did they have any hits, or did they? What am I missing? I feel
up on Cripple Creek.
Excuse me.
I feel like the problem's got to be me. You know, something I can't see. Something
you don't like him. You don't like him.
Yeah.
I mean, I will admit the one song I guess that I heard on the radio in the past.
My goodness, Toby.
Yeah, she's in the next room doing that.
Really?
Yeah, their version of Night They Drove Old Dixie Down, which of course Joan Baez did that one first, and I didn't care for Joan Baez. Now the band's does it differently, and I like their version better than Joan's, but I don't know. You know, it's not everybody's cup of tea. Like I said, probably for me, Cripple Creek, Stage Fright.
That song, The Wait.
The Wait. Oh, I love
The Wait.
Excuse me, guys.
See, obviously, we in England, we grew up thinking that was the chorus. Take a load of Fanny.
Well, that's what it sounded. He said, yeah.
The words?
Take a load off, Fanny.
Take a load off.
Oh. No, I heard it the same way David did, apparently.
Yeah. But obviously, you know, in England, Fanny means velvet TARDIS down the front, you know. And so, yeah, for us, it was hysterical. But, yeah, it's just weird. Every now and again, I'll sort of hit a band where I know that a lot of people I like a lot. Like, Jen, you changed my thoughts on the Monkees, for instance, because I always just thought they were, like, you know, a Timu version of the Beatles, you know, that like, for all my growing up.
To be fair, I thought so too until I was like 15. So.
And then when I started watching, oddly enough, Rachel, you know, you would be there, and in the days when Paul was there, and you'd be passionately talking about the Monkees, and in a musical sense and in a personality sense. And so I thought, well, it's got to be me. So I'll give it a go. And now I'm really getting into it. And I told you, didn't I? I really started to get into the Monkees.
That's cool.
That makes me so happy.
Whereas I just, you know, I didn't get it at first. I dismissed it. So I always, if there's a band that I can't get into, I always just figure it must be my fault. You know, I must be missing something here. But,
no, that's how I feel about Status Quo. Except for like Pictures of Matchstick Man. I love that. That's nice and psych. And then Rockin' All Over the World. I've tried other stuff. I cannot get into Status Quo.
See, I've got load of their albums sitting like a few feet away from me. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not knocking them. It's just I can't seem to.
And I'm definitely not asking. I'm not knocking. Well, it's not my nature, really.
Right.
I'm not knocking anything that somebody says this is my favorite band in the world. My worst, you know, sort of response to that would be, oh, I don't get it. You know, you know. So yeah, you know, it's you know, we all sort of gravitate towards things. But if something's incredibly popular or people have a real passion for it, I feel like you know, I gotta check this out.
Do you like Primus?
I like them as musicians. I don't think there's a lot of songs there really, but I like all the
exactly, because it's jam band. It's kind of jam band type of stuff.
Yeah.
And I can't get into everything from Primus, but I still say my favorite, Winona's Big Brown Beaver. That is like, have you ever seen the video to that?
Not sure.
It's like my favorite thing they ever did.
All right, you know what? Oh God. Okay, YouTube.
Play it.
I'm gonna clean. I have to clean it up. YouTube, don't you take me down for this, because I love this song. The video looks like an acid dream, like somebody was on acid when they did this video. But it's so wonderful.
It's like the puppets that used to live in the jukebox on Shining Time Station.
Oh my God!
You'll never unsee it now.
All right, so. As we know, Les Claypool was told by Metallica, "You are too good. You are too good, and that's the reason why we're gonna just do your thing." Ladies and gentlemen, Psychos Platters Productions presents my favorite beaver, Winona's Big Brown Beaver. That's right.
That was fantastic. I've never heard that before. I've never.
Winona's Big Brown Beaver.
Excuse my ignorance, but am I? To me, that was a little bit Frank Zappa-y.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Oh. You know, incredible musicianship and then mad lyrics, just odd. Mad,
but the claymation-esque kind of look stuff going on with it in the video.
But definitely musically and lyrically, it struck me as a bit Zappa-y. Which
now to bring back somebody that's seen Winona's Big Brown Beaver.
Well, thank you.
I know my phone died. It took me a little while for it to actually charge back up enough to even turn it back on.
Yeah, thank you for.
Well, that's why you gotta leave it plugged in.
introducing that.
I saw
I
Primus back in 1995. Primus is incredible. I saw him in 1995 and in 2007. But the 95 tour, like my favorite is Tommy the Cat.
I
love Tommy the Cat.
I know Tommy the Cat.
Tommy the Cat is their most forensic song. It's like, it's so, it's even more jamming than, like, say, Jerry Was a Race Car Driver or something. It's just such a jamming song. It's like way more than Big Brown Beaver. I mean, it's like, it's very progressive sounding. It's such, the bass line in that is just like incredibly hard to play. It's just like it's a thump fest.
2011 for me. And by the way, if you go way back into the history of my channel, there are a handful of live clips from that show that me and Jessica were at. It was okay footage, but at that time there was some just introduced music. It didn't even come out on an album yet. So of course I got the names wrong, unfortunately, because somebody let me take a picture of the set list. And I thought I had it all figured out, and I think I corrected it. But they're coming back in May. It's going to be Primus, Pussifer, and Perfect Circle all on the same stage at once. And I have got to hear this.
That's wild.
I mean, so you got Primus,
and three drummers on stage at the same time.
Yeah, and then what is it?
They probably
half a Tool in a Perfect Circle, right? So
they're probably going to switch on and off, like, walk off the stage at different times. Someone needs to drink, they come back. And that's
Paul,
fun.
I just had a brain fart. Perfect Circle had something to do with another band, the singer. I just forgot who it was.
Yes.
Look it up.
Isn't that Maynard?
Maynard,
yeah, Maynard.
That's what
you ever see that video of Maynard? Somebody jumped on stage while Tool was playing, and Maynard literally gets on top of him in like a headlock and like holds him, and then he sits on him while he sings the next song. The whole time he's just like laying on the guy. He's like, "I'll teach you to come on stage. You want to come on stage? Now you're gonna get more than you bargained for." Totally messed with the dude.
I bet.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I ended up in a jail in Paris for from walloping someone who got on stage.
Ooh,
yeah.
Story. I never heard this one.
Yeah, wow.
French police, not a fun bunch of people.
I bet not, especially if you don't speak the language.
Oh, they were waiting in the dressing room for me afterwards.
I bet.
That wasn't fun. But there you go.
Every band has those kind of stories, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, especially if you're out there, slugging it out, man. Feelings happens on the road.
Yeah, no, that was a weird one. I'll tell you what it was. I was in a band called Baroque Bordello, and we were like a sort of French version of Blondie. And
oh wow!
And our lead singer, very good-looking blonde woman. And there was this guy right near the front, near her, and he had a box of matches, and he kept putting the matches on top of the matchbox and flicking them at her. So they ignited in the air, and they were going for her. And she just ignored it. Because it's obviously some sad old, twat trying to get her attention. And then I saw him starting to climb up on the barrier at the front, and I thought, shit, he's going to try and get to her, and what's he going to do, and all the security had their heads turned away from us, but looking at the crowd, but they didn't see this guy trying to get to the barrier, and like, this is all within seconds,
Right, shit happens.
So when he got to the top of the barrier and he was at the balancing point where he's about to step onto the stage, I thought I've got to do something. So I did
I would too.
So I took this bad boy off from around my neck and held it like a baseball bat and just clobbered him right back.
Yeah, badass.
You pulled
it. You got to.
And then I was arrested afterwards.
Oh no!
For assault, but I got away from, there was too many witnesses in the crowd that saw what he was doing.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's not like I suddenly decided to do that.
Right.
And
wow.
Did you have to go to court for that and everything?
No, the record company got me out at about 4
Oh, good.
That's good. Yeah.
in the morning, but
Johnny.
yeah.
Hey, Johnny. Long time no
Johnny.
see.
You should come up.
Johnny.
Yeah. Now it's time for your new home. It's called
Yeah,
Here,
right.
along with everyone else.
Hey, man, you got a nice crowd going.
So if Rachel comes back, is she going to have to call it Rachel's Ghost?
That's what I'm saying. Rachel's Ghost.
I think it should be maybe Scoozy's Ghost, and then Rachel could just
She
be like,
didn't delete her channel. I checked.
yeah.
She could put a hyphen or something, just one letter or even a space or anything, a dot, and it makes it different.
Right, I think even like I said, there's so many. I think people will miss her. Even the people who don't like her will miss her.
Yeah, let's see how permanent this really is. You know what I mean? Like,
let's see how fast the trolls jump on that screen name.
I like this. Greasy Granny's Go for Gravy is a good Claypool Mule collaboration. That's in Government Mule. Yes.
Charlie. Yeah.
I'm blown away by that Primus thing. I'm really blown away by that Primus.
You never heard that before?
No, never.
Cherry's a race car driver is another one.
Look up Tommy the Cat. That's just an incredible song.
David, you should check
That's
out
my favorite.
My Name is Mud by Primus too.
Yeah, my name is John the Fisherman. That's another great one. If you ever heard that, it's such a fantastic song.
I'm going to check him out now because that's it's like Beetle Babes.
He's a bass aficionado. I mean, he's up there with Stanley Clark and Jocko, all the great bass players. He's right up there. He's a pioneer.
Like I said, I want to get the Colonel Claypool bucket of brains, which is Les Claypool, Buckethead, the drummer from Bad Brains, and George Clinton. Yeah,
really?
I think it's all four of them, and I'm like, that's got to be nuts. That's got to.
And then he's got the Lennon Claypool Delirium. He does something with Sean Lennon. I mean, that's another side band, Lennon Claypool Delirium. They're called, and they do festivals down in like South America. And they're all progressive, like really progressive. I was really impressed with Sean Lennon, like holding his own next to Les Claypool.
Nice.
You know what I mean? Les trained him, had to have, like, because he went from being like mediocre to actually a pretty damn good guitar player. He's doing the same kind of like playing that the guy in Primus does. Like weird fucking sounds, and he's keeping his own. So good for Sean. It's like.
Frog Brigade.
It gives Sean legitimacy, I'll tell you that, in his playing and his music to play with a guy like Les Claypool. Total legitimacy.
Fearless Flying Frog. I'm an idiot. I never heard of that.
Neither have I. That's like, what the hell is that?
Oh yeah, the Fearless Flying Frog Brigade. Yeah, that's another side. He's like Mike Patton. Mike Patton has like 100 different side bands from Mr. Bungle to Faith No More to Peeping Tom to Fantomas to like you name it. Mike Patton has like literally 50 bands. That guy, little side bands and shit that he did one album here, one album there. It's a whole nother band, and then he does 10 albums with like Fantomas. And that's the guy with the Melvins and Dave Lombardo from Slayer. And it's really a pretty great band, honestly.
I didn't know that melody about all of
Fantomas. They do an album called The Director's Cut where they do heavy metal versions of like the Godfather theme and like all kinds of like movie themes. It's incredible. It's called The Director's Cut. You got to hear it. Fantomas. It's named after like a Spanish, like Mexican film kind of guy, like Mil Mascaris or something.
I've always heard it pronounced the Fantomas.
Fantomas, maybe. Yeah, I might be saying it wrong. Hey, Johnny!
Look who it is!
Good to have you, man. Welcome. Come on in. The water's fine, brother.
That's right.
I was just going to mention Johnny. Actually, just before he came up, I was about to say, has anybody been listening to Johnny's radio thing, the doo-wop thing?
James
I've caught it a couple times. He's fun.
James Farley came on today. He comes on a lot. And
he always, he reminds me too. I gotta go when you're on.
Yeah, I enjoy having them there, and
it's fantastic. I really love that show, Johnny, and it's because there's nothing to watch. I can just put it through the stereo and just go about my day. You know.
That is what's fun about it.
He requested Liza on it on my birthday, so.
Yeah, it's good. It's good music, I think, in my opinion. Anyway, you know.
You got great taste, Johnny. You have a great catalog there too, because it's a wide range of deep cuts of like the doo-wop and that era that people don't get to hear no more. Nobody gets to hear Poison Ivy by the Coasters, or nobody hears that stuff. I didn't even hear that stuff until I lived with a guy who was immersed in all that era, and then I started playing like Bobby Darin in my set list. I never played this shit before, but I hear it so much it actually just wears on you. When you're exposed to it, you're like, wow, I really like this song. And I start playing along. Next thing you know, I'm playing friggin' Chuck Berry and Rock Around the Clock, and like, what?
But
it did Splish Splash.
I picked up something like I just received it now. It took too much, but I just want to give a shout out to, and you'll probably
stop. Where are you, Randy? You didn't show up here, eh?
That's Boom, isn't it?
John Bip-Bop Boom.
The Rocketeers.
Boom, yeah.
There's,
the Rocketeers.
Yeah, this is a great rockabilly record. Absolutely great. So I just thought I'd give them a plug here.
That's cool.
I think nice. It's on the I'll show you in a minute. Let's see. I don't want to take all your time up, but it's on this label here.
Oh, I was kind of hoping it was going to be orange vinyl.
It's
that's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's on the let's see, the Part Records label. So it's German. If you notice, right around, I don't know if you can see it.
The triangle.
But around here is all German. This is all from Germany, actually.
Yeah.
From Germany. But I got it from England. So
cool, John.
Nice.
It's a good album. So. Yeah. And of course, I have Dee Dee's record that I must have played that a gazillion times.
Every home should have one, sir. Every home should have one.
Yeah.
But Bill K's just said, didn't Bip Bop Boom have that album? Yeah, he's on it, Bill.
He's on it. In fact, there's two songs. There's one song on side B, 2 Left Feet, which is a good one. He's on that one with Stewart, a guy named Stewart. His last name's so the group is John Porth, which is John, acoustic guitar, Spike Katz, string bass, Dana Stewart, whatever you want, vocals and drums, and Tom Homburger, electric. So John is on a couple of songs. He's on a few songs on here.
Cool.
Hey, Johnny,
excellent condition too.
Hey Johnny, didn't you post 2 clips on your YouTube, Rocketeers?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
I still haven't listened to them yet. Geez.
The 2 I put on there are really good, toe tapping rockabilly. It's good.
And I think Johnny, I think your channel is the only place that you can hear my single from start to finish.
Well, that's good because that's why I put it on there. That's why I plugged it, because I really respect you, David, and that's why I plugged it so many times. You wouldn't believe how many times I plugged it.
That's kind of you, Johnny.
It's really good. It's really good. I try and support local artists,
so do I.
Local or people who come and. So I mean, that guy who was on who put obviously Project Gemini, as goes without saying, but that last boy on the moon guy.
I have his album.
That album's fantastic. That's really good.
I'll get it for you. I'll just show you.
Yeah, it's a really good one, that, and it's I love.
It is a good album.
I love discovering stuff. I mean, that's why I'm here. It's like there's always something new to discover. People, show something up here or start talking about.
Really,
something.
he should have showed them. It was 1 minute. He'll live.
See, I didn't do it.
No, I did it the next time. It was only 2 minutes time out. He'll listen.
Who's Randall?
Randy, dead whack.
Oh, Randy, I like him. Yeah.
I do too, but he's gone a little overboard. I'm like, okay, little mini baby timeout, just little one. Just think about what you say.
Widow one.
Little baby.
He can be a bit heavy.
He's already out of it. It's been 60 seconds.
Detention.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Free Randall.
You should dress as a school mom.
I should.
Oh my! Oh, sorry. We were thinking of school mom. I got my sidetrack. Okay.
That's the album.
Yeah, it's such a good album.
There's the back. It's signed by
really
David.
We tried, Barrett.
David Pedrosa.
Yeah, that's
nice.
Yeah. It's a really good album, though. It's really
and I'll show you what color the album was. It's a nice.
And I like Louis Golden's album as well. Is it?
I have that one too.
Yeah,
I have that one.
Wow, look at that. That's beautiful. Nice.
Nice vinyl.
I like that.
That's really pretty.
It's really good. Definitely check it out on.
I agree, Bill.
Check a couple of tracks out on YouTube, and if you like them, buy it. It's
that's right.
Excellent album too. Yeah. And Louis Goldman, I bought his as well, and I thought,
hang on, Dave.
And it's excellent, an excellent album.
It's a good car pop album.
That's great. That is superb, isn't it? I love it. What a great name as well for the band.
Wow, that's nice too. Wow, that's beautiful.
That's super pretty.
That's really cool. Wow, man.
See, and I wouldn't have discovered either of those artists if I hadn't been watching another podcast.
Can I reply to somebody that I really don't like? Dead Wax, Drop Dead. I'll go wherever I want. So get lost.
Now. Okay. No fights.
And take your stupid looking glasses. Get lost.
I like those glasses. Anyways, here's the thing. So, Johnny, I gotta say this, okay? And I'm glad you're up here actually, though, because this is one of the things about your show, and I'm sorry I don't get to watch it as much as I'd like to due to time things, but
nobody could watch it because it's just an audio show.
You know what I'm saying. You need me. I'm still working on my second big ass cup of coffee. So you should put a video on it, but that's besides the point. But the love of the 45, the lost art of the music of the 50s and the early to mid 60s on 45, and all of those hidden treasures. That is why I've been a 45 collector for about, I'd say, 20 years. What?
I'm a big 45 collector too.
I know you are. Yes, you are. I think most of us are. I would say, what's David got? Oh, David, speaking of, I think he's got some 40. Oh, no, he's got Chuck. He's got Chuck.
But this is amazing. This is a nice double album.
Oh, that's nice.
It was the tapes recorded in Chuck Berry's bathroom in St. Louis.
Yeah, it comes with a DVD.
Oh no, nice. Nobody wants to see that.
But it is a really nice, really nice.
Oh, that's beautiful.
White vinyl, cool. That's cool.
I love white vinyl.
Right, so it's a triple album actually.
I don't even know who's Renee. I'm an idiot. Who's Renee?
You can't go wrong with Chuck Berry.
There's someone from Rachel's who's very special ed, but he also says very controversial things. So
Randy does know a lot about records. I will tell you,
hey,
I agree with that, Sean, as well. Everybody knows their forte, and I love Randy's selections that he always pulls out too, just like Johnny's.
Yeah, you're
right.
You can know a lot about records, but you could be an asshole too. So
all right, duly noted. Duly noted.
He knows about records, but he's an asshole. This is not the first time he's needled me before for no reason at all.
So much I come here on pipe on all of this.
Paul.
Yes, thank you. And I like all you people.
Got your back, Johnny.
My head hurts.
Can I show some records?
Yes,
Paul?
please.
I've never caused trouble with anybody. So if he wants to cause trouble, then hey, I'm not going to back down.
No hard
fucking way am I going to back down.
I know. Yes, you are right on that too.
You know what it is, Johnny. We just try to keep it as peaceful here as we can.
Right.
You know.
I'm not stomping on anybody. You got some.
I have
stuff.
a bunch
Everybody's
of
showing
artists.
goodies.
I have artists that don't get no low. I have some of these on eBay. I'm putting the rest of these on eBay. But see if you know some of these artists. A lot of them I've never even heard of. But here's a guy named Greg Kroll.
No.
Oh, you got that one.
I never heard this guy. So this one's going up on eBay or might even be on there already. Check my eBay 16mm Kingdom. Tommy Conwell.
I've heard. I sort of heard.
And
of
the
him.
young Ramblers.
I've heard the name, but I've never heard the music.
So this is another one that's going up. All right. Then we got Pearl Harbor and the Explosions.
Yes, I've actually heard they cut a couple albums. They're okay.
We're like a new wave band or something.
Yeah.
Well, again, they're going for sale on 16mm Kingdom.
Cool.
Here's something called Sharp Cuts with the DB. It's like a compilation. You can see if you know some of these bands.
The DBs I've heard of.
Fake Motel I've heard of.
DBs I've heard of.
That's only one.
Yeah, that's the only one I've heard too.
Single bullet theory were new wave.
I mean, so this is going. It's called Sharp Cuts.
Comps.
Music from American bands. Sharp Cuts.
Cool.
All right.
Cool.
So that's going up. The Sinceros.
They were a new wave.
Never heard of them.
They were a punk wave band, I think.
Damn, Dave, you seem to know a lot of these groups. I've never heard.
I don't know their music. I just read about some of them. I don't know their music though.
John says Tommy Conwell and the Ramblers are good.
Yeah, Tommy.
I don't even know what this is.
I can't read that.
I can't either.
Oh, UTF.
They're a rap band.
Yeah, UTFO.
So this is going up.
Mid-80s UTFO. I've heard of that.
All right.
I'm an idiot. Which album, Randy?
Joe South. Yeah, I know him.
You know Joe South too?
Yeah, games people play.
Yes.
Walk a Mile in My Shoes.
Well, this is going up too.
Walk a Mile in My Shoes. That's a good one.
Jeff James.
Why does he look like a long-lost cousin of Joe Walsh?
Oh my god!
Yeah, I know, right?
From the James gang.
So like halfway between Joe Walsh and Sonny Bono.
So
oh my god, you're right.
Yeah. One Tree or Another, it's called. One Tree or Another. Isaac.
What a cover.
I've never heard of these guys.
No. See, but that's the fun, is that you can go listen to them and go, well, let's see if I
haven't even put them on. And then finally this one, I still never listened to it yet, but
what the hell was that?
Isn't he related to William Hung?
I don't know. Jerry Lou. Listen to My Heartbeat.
Oh my God! It sounds like it's a knockoff of a horrible Tony DeFranco in the director.
Jerry, I don't know. So you can find them on 16mm Kingdom.
I understand, Charlie.
What did Charlie do? Oh, I don't.
16mm Kingdom.
I know we used to do that.
I'll type it in the chat.
There you go, kids.
Don't talk shit about my backyard.
Pearl Harbor and the explosions were from the San Francisco Bay Area.
Leave my Bay Area alone.
No heart attacks allowed here. There you go. 16mm Kingdom.
Exactly.
The juggling penguins, unfortunately, have had to postpone till next week. So
and I still got
juggling penguins.
I still got that up there too.
Oh shit! Oh, the hold on a minute.
Nirvana.
Ah, yes.
Oh shit, that's cool.
$500 for an original Bleach backstage pass from the Bleach tour.
Oh.
$500.
That looks pretty damn good for having Bleach on it.
Yeah, no, right. It's original. Yep.
I would love to see juggling strippers. I would. Band or juggling strippers.
No, I'm not volunteering.
Some are good with bowling pins. Some are good with balls.
Bowling pins.
Damn it, that's better. I'm not even gonna touch it.
It's Keith James, not Jeff.
I never got
Keith James.
Well, I feel like a fuckery here. It doesn't look like Jeff.
You're right. It's Keith James.
Oh, Keith.
See, and I would take an edible and I still couldn't read it.
It is kind of weird, like, like the way the monkeys are in a guitar, like that's kind of psychedelic, lettering.
But no monkeys were harmed in the album cover.
That's good.
Monkeys or monkeys?
Either. Here we come.
Down the street.
Jen, have you received your birthday parcel yet?
Not yet.
Oh, she's getting a birthday parcel. Look at you, you special thing.
Oh, yes.
No, you'd have been the first to hear about it if I had.
Well, you know one of the things that's in it with Dudley, but yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a flashlight, is it? The people that saw last episode.
Oh yeah.
I thought I already made that sound effect. No one even caught on when I did it.
We don't want any harm done to Mr. Dolan's, okay? We love him.
Yeah. You know, I always said to Richard, he should change it.
If you know what, that would be. I would love to see that on the back of an album cover. Oh my God! Performing the flesh flute is
spin flute.
I always said Richard J because his last name is Dolan. I said he should just put a Z at the end of his name. He'd be Richard Dolans.
Yeah, but everybody would just assume it's because he's a fan.
Right, I guess.
Yeah, that's true.
Could you imagine? Okay, now Richard, I'm not making fun of you, but could you imagine if Richard plunked down money because you know that Mickey does the karaoke parties if you pay to get in the party?
Yeah.
Could you imagine if there was like a fundraiser to get Richard Dolan's into the karaoke to sing with Mickey, and somebody filmed it and it was the Dolanses?
Yeah. Oh, you know what would even be funnier if he went in and he went up to Mickey Dolan's. He went, "Dad," and Mickey went,
"My God,
who are you?" And he goes,
Mickey
"Don't you remember my mom?"
That's what Mickey goes, "Not again."
And then he shows his license. It says, "Look, Dolan's."
Hey, Johnny, have you are you a Monkeys man too?
Yeah, I like the Monkeys. Yeah, I have.
Yeah, so I was just saying earlier on that I didn't get it at all because in England we just thought they were sort of bargain basement sort of Beatles, you know. Yeah. And it's, I feel bad about that now because they made some really good records. And Mike Nesmith.
Oh
is,
yeah.
Yes.
There's my boy.
Really good player, and
I think
when they were finally allowed to play their own stuff.
I think the Monkeys didn't start out as a band. I think they just started out as a kind of a.
Oh, they were put together for the TV show.
They were a fun thing for a TV show type thing.
That's really all it was.
Play their own instruments. They weren't allowed to for the first two albums. They fought for the right by the third.
Somebody commented earlier about the Wrecking Crew, and that's correct for the first two albums, and then well, a little bit on the fifth one, and Head, and the rest of them. But the third and fourth one is mostly the band itself. Although I think the Wrecking Crew might be a little.
Honestly, you know, in the way that we look at the Monkeys, I look at the Ruddles almost the same exact way.
Oh, I love the Ruddles.
And the Ruddles are every bit as legitimate to me in the same sense.
Yes.
Like, I really wish they would have continued and put out more music. I really do.
Is it wrong? I wanted a Ruddles Monkeys tour.
Yeah, but
that was incredible.
You got Eric Idle and Neil Innes in there. You know, they're both.
I'm saying they could have continued doing more music in that style. I would have ate it up myself. You know,
that's true.
It's great that
you know who's coming back this year? Spinal Tap.
Yeah, it's true.
Speaking of these groups, they're having a reunion tour for 2025. Yeah.
That's true.
That's going to be incredible. That's something I would go out to see. If they do a tour, that's somebody that would actually draw me out. None of these bands, and I even Paul McCartney, I don't care anymore. I've seen all
in the movie. He and Elton are both in the movie.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I did. Yeah, that's right. I heard that. But what I'm saying is there's nobody out there on the road today that says, oh, my God, I got to see them. Because I've seen them all already. So it's like, how many times would I see Kiss again? You know, and I've seen Paul a few times. I don't need to see him again. You know, it's like, so only bands that I haven't seen, maybe like Ringo, I would go see him. I never got to see Ringo.
Really?
But, yeah, I wish I did.
Oh. Well, you still got time.
Yeah, I know. It's a matter of time and money and, you know, depending on when he plays, if I don't have a gig myself, you know. There's a lot of different factors, but
He's talking about invading Canada. We're going to send a 6th grade class of elementary school kids out there and take over next week. I love it. It's over for you, Cat. That's my other. Yeah, I hope it's not sad either. I really hope it's not, because some sequels make me nervous. Yeah. You'll be known from now on. You'll be known as Michigan North.
I've lost count of the amount of people I've recommended Jen's take on. I said to someone just the other day. I said you got to watch Jen's review of Saturday Night Fever, and then after, and then watch the review for Staying Alive.
I haven't seen,
because that's a hysterical hour that you'll enjoy.
I love Staying Alive, though. Honestly, I really love Staying Alive.
No, you don't understand. If you've not watched both reviews, I
didn't see the reviews. But
I haven't seen the reviews. I feel bad.
So the first one I was all in on and so jazzed. It was my new favorite thing. And I was so excited.
Fever is absolutely brilliant.
And then the sequel, I was so irrationally pissed off over. Just went on a full ranting.
You know what? I'll tell you what, though, Jen. You know what? You watched it at a time so removed from when it came out.
I know.
At the time, I lived it, living and watching Saturday Night Fever in the theater when it came out in 1977. And then in 1983, when Staying Alive, I was right there first day in line at the theater to see it. And again, I was 13, 14, though. So for me,
then again, you love Grease too. So
I was a big John Travolta fan, so I looked at it in a different lens.
Mello, did you wear skin tight satin shorts?
I did. I did. I got pictures of me, boy. Oh my God.
That nobody wants to see that on me.
I may have had to wear, eyeliner in my hair at one point.
Yeah, but you're on top of the guy liner, though.
Hey, David, did you ever wear parachute pants in the 80s?
No.
You never? I did. Parachute pants were big in the 80s. And you always used to hear them like, whoop, wish, 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 like when you walk. It made that wood.
So wait a minute. Are you saying that's the rock and roll corduroys? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it was. It was like rock and roll. Yeah, parachute pants.
Hammers videos.
Okay. You remember those shitty windbreakers from the late 80s, early 90s, right? The parachute pants were basically made of that material.
Yeah, it was. It's crazy.
So every step you take is making that fucked up noise.
Well, they said it was made from real parachute material. That's why they were called parachute pants.
Yeah, but oh my God, I hated them with a burning passion.
Have you guys ever seen that commercial? I think it was making fun of the corduroy pants, but this kid was wearing the corduroy pants, and he was going faster and faster, and it was attracting the raccoons because it was like a mating sound. I wonder if I can find that damn thing. Yeah.
Oh my God. You don't even see corduroy pants ever. It's like
corduroy is shit.
Have you guys ever had in the States? Probably you would. And then the 80s during the disco craze, people used to buy those coveralls with STP on it and all those.
Oh yeah.
Hello.
Hey David, did you wear spandex in the 80s? Like, did you go through any kind of no glam phase for you?
No, because in 1981 to 1989 was my cure period. Really, it was when I was
right. So you never had a hair metal side or anything, huh?
Not until late. I mean, I loved a lot of bands like sort of Poison and stuff like that, but I always thought they looked ridiculous.
Right. So, but I mean, in your whole career, you've never been a part of any kind of hair metal where you dressed in that realm.
No. But then
I would have loved to have seen you an old picture of you like that, though. I would have loved to have seen that.
See, I already fished for this, Mello.
But there are plenty of. Hold on a sec. Talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah. What's your most glamorous look? That you had. I wore spandex to high school, literally, when I was in the day. All right, here's a world exclusive, folks.
Hang on.
Make him big.
Get this right.
Oh, there he is, Dave. There he is.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Oh, wow, look at him.
Yeah.
Wow, David. Show the front of that album.
Sonic City Rocker Squad.
Wow. What year was that?
88.
Oh, really?
Wow. All right. That looks kind of rocking like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
That's the
You got to
closest-
remember, guys like Steve Stevens was like kind of like punky, but he still looked, glammy a little bit,
I mean, I've got one guitar upstairs that obviously not down here, but I've got one guitar upstairs that's got a sort of wham bar on it. And so that's the guitar that if I have to do a bit of,
Yeah, but even the Cure in the 80s, they still wore kind of like skin tight clothing, didn't they? Like,
no, very baggy black.
Really? Wow.
Black and baggy.
Okay.
Oh God, that's It's a badger and a raccoon.
Yeah, wrong one.
That noise you did.
That's bigger than a raccoon, man. That's like a marsupial. All right.
Levi's making them their own.
It looks like a big fucking raccoon for a minute there.
That was a sound I did not know.
Be
I still
careful.
remembered till I heard it. And then
Be careful, or you might get a badger behind you. It'll do stuff like Toby. Knock it off, Toby.
Is that Lordy Who's 40? What's that?
Well, our beloved up here on
only by 2 weeks today.
Yes.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. Still the youngest person here, though, aren't you? By a fucking long shot. and I would wager the best looking.
Oh, thank you.
Very much.
Yeah,
she's
no doubt.
beautiful. But speaking of the other, did she get captured? And what the hell is that?
I've been staring at that this whole freaking time, being freaked out that it's like a skin of an animal or something.
That's what I thought it was. It looked like a mink or something.
I don't know what the hell where the hell she's doing, but
maybe that fan was going so fast that it pulled her into it, and that's all that's left.
No.
It's just
maybe it's a strong possibility.
Yeah, it might be one thing where there's like a bed right there, and she just leaned back because she's just listening for a minute. And she
Hey,
just
wait
fell
a minute.
asleep.
Is there a stain up there? I got to get a picture for the game.
What? Why did you do that?
I said, wait a minute. Is that a stain up there? I may need to take a picture for the game.
What game?
Name that stain.
Gotcha. It took me a minute. A little slow on the uptake.
Honey Badger don't give a shit. That's right.
Was it on one of
Maybe.
Was it on one of Sarah's podcasts where some guy fell asleep in his chair?
Yes.
I thought I
But there was also one here a couple months ago. I went Avatar only mode and accidentally fell asleep, came back in the after show, and they're like, I was like, how much I got? They're like 3 hours. I'm like, are you fucking kidding? And I looked at the clock. Oh God! It has.
Last week I was so sick that literally I was nodding on the show. I was like leaning over, slumped over, just like I was like waiting for almost the show to get over. I was like, I gotta go play it out.
Yeah,
I enjoy being on though.
I almost passed out on screen.
It just shows how much I like the show to torture myself to like go through that while I'm awake.
All right, this is someone that's known to you, is it, Vaginal? That guy.
He was sleeping on flow states the other day.
I don't watch their shows enough.
I hope Miss Sarah goes off and does another VC meet. That would be nice.
Yeah, another sister. There she is.
She's back. She's
We were trying to fucking
where
figure
were
out where the hell you.
What is that on your ceiling that we're looking at? Dangling from the fan.
You're muted.
Wildly clueless. I did not mute her.
Is she okay?
No, is she?
Uh-oh.
She might have muted herself.
Blink once if you're okay. Blink twice if we need to notify the authorities.
Crickets? No.
Yeah, I don't hear.
Yay!
Here we go.
Now we know where the sound is.
What the hell is going on here?
Well, the
She's
hillbilly hell
on
is.
the fan behind you.
Yeah.
And you were gone for quite a while.
She was gone for a while.
There is a rainbow-colored dream catcher.
Okay.
Look, Mom, I came back in here, and all these losers are still on the show. Second show tonight.
Losers, huh?
Honestly,
Yeah.
we thought it was. I thought it was a mink. You know, like a mink, like stole or something.
Is there a stain on that? I need to know, Shannon, for the game. What? Is there a stain on that? If not, we can make one. Oops. What? Never mind.
Oh, stretch,
Nobody
baby.
heard that.
Keep stretching, hon.
Oh my God. Next thing instead of he'll be all right.
Yeah, reach for it, girl.
Back and forth like, please don't fall.
Reach for the sky.
Reach for that, babe. Reach.
There's a snake in my boot.
Yep, that's right.
Ah, 2 hands, hon. Yeah, 2 hands.
You know, this is like too much.
Here's my brain. Stop trying to get the shawl off the screw and unscrew the screw.
That's what she said.
Is that just for you, Mello?
Everyone's waiting in non-suspense, ladies and gentlemen. I said,
oh, man.
Man, I hadn't worked this hard for a chick in a long time.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
Uh-oh.
Ruh-roh. Ruh-roh.
I'm seeing it rock back and forth awfully hard. I'm getting very nervous.
That's what she said.
Oh, I think I just pulled a tit.
Yeah. That's what she said.
By the way, anyone that appears on the Second Show is not involved in any accident whatsoever.
Well, you get a little step ladder there, hon.
A what?
A little step stool or something.
Just get a broomstick and kind of knock it down.
You know, I can only concentrate on one fucking thing at a time.
Give me one of those bonding straps. Oh my!
James.
To go along with the diamond-shaped dumplings.
I'm thinking that we're a few seconds away from a viral clip.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm very nervous.
Just like a wide window, sing songs and like you singing.
Imagine if the fan suddenly turned on.
Yeah. Her hair would get wrapped up in that whole thing.
That is Tommy Lee spraying hairspray on a ceiling fan, then lighting a lighter and watching it turn into a flamethrower.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Hey.
It's Shannon. Don't worry about it. We're gonna be going.
Hey Brian, what's up, buddy?
You know, I ask that every day, Piccolina. A pair of scissors meant too late. She already got it. There. Oh, well, there's the Rainbow Dream Catcher.
Can you believe I dismantled a lamp for that?
Wow. All that for that?
I know. What a lot of effort.
That's adorable.
It is beautiful.
See how accommodating I can be.
Yeah.
And we.
See, I thought that was a mink stole. I thought like I saw a head and everything.
I thought it was an animal pelt, and I was like, "Why is there an animal pelt hanging from the fan?"
Well,
I thought
like
it was
the mink.
I thought it was a bit more Silence of the Lambs.
It's very big.
But I mean, I've seen a mink stole where you actually see the head of the mink and the little paws.
They make
you ever seen? They got the little paws in it and shit. I'm like, oh my God, who wears this fucking
that
thing?
Makes me sad. I'm just like, that's a little animal.
I did get to wear a mink jacket.
That was panties is easy.
That was like a status thing.
Oh come on, you leave them flat to dry. You don't hang them on a fan.
Anyways. Ladies and gentlemen, enthralling television, as we all know, oh my God, you know, we talked about a lot of this. We've talked about motherfuckers. We've talked about things stuck on fans. We've talked about, oh boy,
average, everyday, normal guys.
She almost sounds okay. Listen, I can't do this anymore. There we go. Maybe it wasn't her. I muted.
No, it was her. It fixed it.
Anyway, sorry about that, kids.
Motherfucker.
She said goodbye because he missed us that much. He had to say goodbye twice. There's nothing wrong with that. It's James Bond. You only live once, but you could say goodbye. Right. I took care of it.
I can't believe you still got 61 people here.
Yeah, no.
Ladies and gentlemen.
It says 44 now. You're on a delay.
VC.
Oh, really?
Ziff says
I'm
it's
seeing it on
only
two screens, but it's
-2
44.
in Michigan.
Yeah, I guess.
-2 in North Michigan, aka Canada. It is -69 Celsius.
48 here, and I'm comfortable. So
It is -0.
Oh, it's cold here. It's cold.
I got to tell you something, guys. You guys are fantastic out there. We had 75 people. 75 people today.
Good for you.
That's incredible. That's the most we've had.
Well, don't thank me. It's everybody here.
Yeah.
We got
Everybody,
75 people, and it's these lovely people here on the box here, and everybody out there, and some newbies and some old bees. And you know what? Thanks for 3 hours. We did 3 hours. And so I want to say once again, I love you guys. Thank you very much for putting up with this jackass. And we try to provide the best entertainment we can because the people make the show. I've said this forever and a day.
Yeah.
I'm not going to promise about tomorrow. Tomorrow could be very iffy, but if not tomorrow, maybe Thursday. We might try tomorrow's Wednesday on the calendar, but I can't promise that. That's why I'm saying it's going to be Wednesday or Thursday for the next show, and it'll be the last one for the week. So everybody.
I would have come up earlier, but I just noticed just early, just now that you guys were up here. So
who got
you know what? You could maybe get into the rotation of you know, Paul could just put you in the VC Justice League.
Yeah, you know, I mean, I got like about 20 people in the VC Justice League. Right?
Yeah, right.
He messages us about 15 minutes before he goes live usually.
Thank you. Yes, I try. I try around here. It's been real. It's been nice, but it hasn't been real. I say that line all the time. That's my line, as James Farley would say. Literally rage quit because things weren't going his way. That sounds like somebody, but not you. But it sounds like somebody. But now, you know what?
That's I just saw something, Paul.
What's that?
That all the people that usually hide and just watch the show and don't sort of thing while they haven't got anywhere to go tomorrow to report it.
Right, that's true. Yeah, right. Good thought.
Here's what I
David.
say about that. Make up your own show, bitches. I'm kidding on all of you. That's right.
It's good to see everybody.
Oh, it's awesome.
And like I said, thank you, everybody all involved for being here. I love you all, but this is the most important thing you need to remember. Psycho's Platters is a Love Peace production.